Welcome to DC. You know where you're at, the USA cap. You're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act, oh you gon' be right back. When we gon' be right here, we gon' be right here. We ain't going nowhere. Welcome to DC. DC, the home of Chuck Brown. Oh, you don't know the sound? Well, let me break it down. The G-O, the M-A, and B-O. See though, we've been pumping crank since an embryo, really though. It's the city where the people hold the power, and you can see 9 dimes every half an hour. Well, Luncheon and Joe is the lingo, and brothers rob, so ain't nobody rocking mink coats. Take it back to the madness had, so how the city renamed Cigarettes Jack, so how even the mayor had a running with crack, but we all kept it real and we voted them back. But we got no stars that spit on bars like BET wasn't birthed in our backyard. So our NEG, our essence in our backyard, and Junkyard got us all going hard. You know where you're at, the USA cap. You're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act, oh you gon' be right back. When we gon' be right here, we gon' be right here. We ain't going nowhere. Welcome to DC. I'm from the city to district, I own up to it, but right now I got a real big bone to pick. When this industry gon' let us get some ownership, we gotta take it, huh? Well, we own it then. This ain't a hit and run, no, we're not an accident. So hard cause we be practicing, and this is just the beginning, Slim. We just scrimmages though. Lace up your Nike boots and pass with the Timberlands. When them brothers off the boat like they Gilligan, with a condition that we living in, got us fighting over land, it ain't ours like cowboys and Indians. So football, yup, cowboys and Indians, and politics, yup, cowboys and idiots. But much love to VA and MD, that's why the new DC is the DMV. Where you're at, the USA cap. You're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act, oh you gon' be right back. When we gon' be right here, we gon' be right here. You know where you're at, the USA cap. You're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act, oh you gon' be right back. When we gon' be right here, we gon' be right here. We ain't going nowhere. Welcome to DC. We ain't going nowhere. Welcome to DC. Truth is, this here's proof there's room to take it up a few years. Give us a few years, let us test some ears. We'll be a brand new best of this. Scoring 100 on your question is, cause if the question is we the truth, then check the air. Cause if you check the know, somebody better check the air. Or check the water cause there's something in it. We can't afford to be Bush, it's only one in the district.
We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We gon' be right here. We ain't going nowhere. We gon' be right here. We ain't going nowhere.
Welcome to DC.
Good morning, everyone. You're now tuned into the Pandora Word Box Show. I'm your host, Pandora Love. Today, I'll be having that hashtag so exclusive Pandora Word Box Show, the Poetry Corner. So today's guests, we have Miss Simply Sherry, Mr. C. Thomas, Brother Rob, the poet. There's so many, y'all. You know how I do it. Once I get a lot of them in here, who else I have? Queen Amina, she'll be coming in. Melinda had to reschedule, but we'll get her in. She's been in a few times, so we'll get her in. So I just need y'all to stay tuned. My poets will be here in a few, so just rock out with me. Right now, you're about to listen to Gabby Moe featuring Raheem Devon, W for the Fitted. After that, you'll be listening to Mr. D'Amico Star, Side Chick Blues, and a few more good DMV indie artists. So make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back.
They call me Radio Raheem like a motherfucker. Now let me take you to the city where I rest at. W on the baseball field. Money we stack it as we get it. We uptown where we got a problem with it. Every day, all day. Every day, all day.
Yeah, nah, I ain't hustling, grinding for nothing. Never been in the bluffing. Been at it, been about it. I keep a pie in the oven. I keep a brand on the scale and keep the wood on the well. Ha, niggas at it on me, they tell you I keep a trail. I keep that uptown swag. I got this shit in the bag. The flip that in the street, now I flip a pen in the pan. I'm a legend up in my city when talking about this here. Don't know how long I heard of it doing it this year. They shouted a couple names, couple got in the game, but I'm getting what I came for, spitting a couple flames. Top notch riders, repping the 4-3. What up to all my niggas that did it before me? It's the city of Wayne Perry. We get it like Mike Frey, and riding, turning the movies like Poe and the nigga Ray. I done getting it every day, flip it in every way. It's just the product of the game we play. To the Lord I pray.
W on the baseball field. Money we stack it as we get it. We uptown where we got a problem with it. Every day, all day. Every day, all day. Every day, all day. W on my brain, W on a brain. Lyrically, I've been shooting with unbelievable aim. Rumble and be so played in the jungle where we lay. The fiends be on that base, so those streets ain't safe. The umpire is uptown's finest, where the murder rate rises. During the summer climate, I am PT's talent. What Peabody started for, Reed put me on. KB's first artist, overseas with Sean Carter. Proceed to put us on. Ay, gotta see the farms in the summer to see a baller. I'm picking the beat apart, yup. I'm lyrically apart from them niggas who faking and talking in front, and even the niggas that's talk much. It ain't where you from, yeah, but see it's where you at though. Everywhere I'm at, a W is on my hat, and it bees like that. Overseas to the block 4-3, Wale in the team top notch. Hey, W on the baseball field. Money we stack it as we get it. We uptown where we got a problem with it. Every day, all day. Every day, all day. Every day, all day. All day. Every day, all day. We crank, we fresh, we were bumping. Every day, all day. We triple our worth on this block screener. Yeah. Every day, all day. On my south side riders and uptown roamers, get money. Every day, all day. Every day, all day.
All day, every day, get more grinded out. Get it in, yeah. Like the trap niggas down south. Out of this, out of that. A man hollering about a drought. Real motherfuckers like myself, we gon' find a route. Yup, ride it out. Suckers play Mighty Mouse. Running Mighty Mouse till you chalk out, line them out. But I ain't worried about what the next nigga think about it. That shit drive by house, bigger up my bank account. I'm an entrepreneur, my bad entrepreneur. I still got shit in every shoe in the hood where I grew up. Hustle harder for dollars, from the bottom with nada. The way they promise, even though we say I'm manana. My bad holler tomorrow. I just drank a whole bottle. Up in the Eldorado, puffing and fucking with Nado. I just brought me a chopper, couple new semi-autos, loaded with hollows. Fuck around, knock the meat out your taco.
W on the baseball field. Money we stack it as we get it. We uptown where we got a problem with it. Every day, all day. Every day, all day. Every day, all day. All day. Every day, all day. Humpville, Gabby, TNT, and that's Dynamite. Radio Raheem like a
You are now listening to Urban Elements.
Me
Miko Star. Oh, Miko, yo, side chick. Fellas, if you ever had a side chick, this one's for you, you. I'm not leaving all my ladies. If you ever had a side dude, this one's for you, you.
Baby girl, quit it. You knew what it was from the very beginning. And if I'm not mistaken, you told me that you didn't want anything too serious. And I can see it in your eyes that you're getting more and more curious. And they say curiosity killed a cat, but last night I was the one killing that. No scratches on my back, please. And now you're laying there, you're staring at me, cause the sex was amazing. Don't know what to do, your emotions are crazy. Now you're crying all night, calling my phone telling me I ain't right. So go ahead with the bullshit, I can't help if she got the side chick blues. 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 Yeah. She got the side chick blues. Girl, you do. She got the side chick blues. Yeah. She got the side chick blues. Now what the hell are you doing? 3 in the morning and you're calling my phone in. Even though I got it on silent, bright everything got the city shining. And my girl's laying next to me, and she wondering who the hell is texting me. And I hope she fall back to sleep. Damn, she fell back to sleep. And now I'm sitting here reading these messages. Can't believe all the BS that she's texting. She wanna be my girl, don't wanna be second. She wanna be first, but it's never gonna happen. Stay on the side, cause that's where you hide. You know my bae is my ride or die. So go on there with the bullshit, I can't help it. She got the side chick blues. She got the side chick blues. Yeah. She got the side chick blues. 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 Get the side chick blues. OZ.
Hey, you know that I kill it. Hit it all night, next day she feel it. But when it come to us, we ain't nothing but chillin'. Haven't thought about it once, I'm like, no, not really. And I ain't telling, no lie, told you up front, we never gon' tie us or not. But you still in the head, it's been fine until now. So I ain't tryna hear if you crying or not. I'm like, do what it was, know what it is. We been fucking around, that's all it is. No commitment for your headshot, but I can still pay for your headshot. But checking, you gon' have to play the side. Like a shortstop, had to catch me on the fly. You already know I ain't getting with you. Just another bad case of the side chick blues.
She got the side chick blues. Yeah. She got the side chick blues. She got the side chick blues. She got the side chick blues. Thought you can handle it. She got the side chick blues. She couldn't handle it. She got the side chick blues. She couldn't handle it. She got the side chick blues. Get the side chick blues. Side chick blues.
That's my homie. Know that I shouldn't be on it, but she bad though. Ain't never ever been phony. It's no judgments. Know everything, I still want it. I mean it's all good. I mean know everything, I still want it. I done fell in love with my best friend. 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 I done fell in love with my best friend. 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 It ain't much we ain't been through.
Shit, it ain't nothing we ain't been through. Hard times and good times, bad times and fun times. Sometimes the bad was the good, sometimes the good was the wrong. Shorty, you smart and you brave, you got them hustling ways. You told me cry never pays, I never did listen no way. I know that I got on your nerves, but you never showed me the curve. You just said watch out for birds, and I never listened to word. Funny how things come back round, man, I'm just seeing it now. That's my homie, know that I shouldn't be on it, but she bad though, ain't never ever been phony. It's no judgments, know everything, I still want it. I mean it's all good, I mean everything, I still want it. I done fell in love with my best friend. My best friend, my best friend, my best friend, my best friend. I done fell in love with my best friend. My best friend, my best friend, my best friend, my best friend. Lately I've been on a mission. Yeah, I've been chasing my vision, but every time I come across you, I swear I just look at you different. I could just be high inventing, but I swear something is missing. I mean you already got game, you know that we on the same plane, and it's already no thing. Your mama like you just the same, just to be simple and plain. I mean anything else is insane. Shit, we already the perfect fit. We just ain't doing a thing. Girl, let's go get us some money, then let's go have sex on the beach. While we sipping on something that's sweet, got water and sand dripping all of your feet. I heard you be fucking up sheets, I heard you do something you need. I mean I be paying attention, you know I'ma give you my witness. I know you curious about this business, so go ahead and let me get with it. That's my homie, know that I shouldn't be on it, but she bad though, ain't never ever been phony. It's no judgments, know everything, I still want it. I mean it's all good, I mean everything, I still want it. I done fell in love with my best friend. I done fell in love with my best friend.
To play this message, press 1.
Hey, lady. I was just thinking about you. Can't wait to see you. I wish you were home.
Day and night, I've been thinking about you, girl.
I've been thinking about you, girl.
So late at night, I'ma come and get it, girl.
I gotta come and get it, girl.
Day and night, I've been thinking about you, girl.
I've been thinking about you, girl.
So late at night, I'ma come and get it, girl.
I gotta come and get it, girl. If you ain't new, well I got news for you. You've been on my mind all day and night, and I got more than all of the usuals to know exactly what I got. Can you be my everything anywhere, anytime? I don't care if you got a man, I just wanna kick it with you. Whatever you want, wherever you wanna go, baby, we go and wanna do whatever you wanna do. She got me feeling amazing, and sometimes I even feel like it's art. But she beautiful, and I can't believe that I got her off. She into me, and it's simple, but so much more than just nothing. Whatever we got together is so much more than just f***ing. When I'm away, I'm on her mind, but I'm on the ground. When I'm on the phone, better know that it's her on the line saying that. And I can't wait to get back.
And when you used to wear me out, I'll be waiting.
Day and night, I've been thinking about you, girl.
I've been thinking about you, girl.
So late at night, I'ma come and get it, girl.
I gotta come and get it, girl.
Day and night, I've been thinking about you, girl.
I've been thinking about you, girl.
So late at
I would give you the wood. You been talking all that bull on my iPhone. So when I get back to the hood, I'ma hit you up good. I'ma hustle when I get my grind on. Give you something to ride on. Giddy up, put it down. I'ma flip you over, let you see this. What you getting now? Slow motion. You like an ocean, your legs wide open. Still soaking after we finish out of commission. You on the sideline till I put you back in. Time to get you back in, and baby, put you back in. That was 2, round 3 is next. She said she wanna get all 3 with me is best. Soon as I get in my car, I'ma be riding to you. I'll be arriving in a few. I just wanna be where you are, and I ain't even tripping what we do, just as long as it's you. Hey. Day and night, day and night, I've been thinking about you, girl. I've been thinking about you, girl. So late at night, I'ma come and get it, girl. I gotta come and get it, girl. Day and night, I've been thinking about you, girl. I've been thinking about you, girl. So late at night, I'ma come and get it, girl. I gotta come and get it, girl.
Let me talk to you for a second, right? What if I told you I'm thinking about you every night? What if I told you I wake up thinking you every day? And I'm trying to have you in each and every single way. You know my motto is take a ray out the bottle. I'm a villain for sure. Just let them know that I'm not a rookie. I'll be ready to go. This is amazing. All they doing is faking. I got it. Let them know I'ma keep it and I'm about it. Better than me, I doubt it. Don't wanna hear nothing about it. Come here, baby, let's do it. So good at dropping. Crazy.
Day and night, I've been thinking about you, girl. I've been thinking about you, girl. So late at night, I'ma come and get it, girl. I gotta come and get it, girl. Day and night, I've been thinking about you, girl. I've been thinking about you, girl. So late at night, I'ma come and get it, girl. I gotta come and get it, girl. If you ain't new, well I got news for you. Been on my mind all day and night, and I got more than all of the usuals. I know exactly what I like.
Yes. It's gangs. You see, I added the S. It's us. Yes. Yes. Work.
I'll be there for you.
Yes. Promise that you never leave me, cause you love me. I promise that all I ever needed was a woman. Now I got these other bitches mad and they lonely, cause I'm with the woman that I need. Fuck the homeless.
Every day when I wake up, I thank the Lord for letting me see another day in this world. Take care of my youngest, they wantin' for nothing. I'm the part round here, hands down, no bluffing. Let me talk about this man who I admire. We had our first love connection sent through the wire. Late night phone calls till we both tired. Y'all know how it ended, we both said I love you. When the sun came up, I hit his phone. He said, baby, I'm on moves. Our dreams could never be on cruise. You see a young lady with an old soul. Who knew she'd be bagged by this old Joe? I'll be there for you.
Yes.
You be there for me.
Yes.
And we'll do everything
I promise you.
to fulfill our dreams.
Yes. Promise that you never leave me, cause you love me. I promise that all I ever needed was a woman. Now I got these other bitches mad and they lonely, cause I'm with the woman that I need. Fuck the homies. 5'1", long hair, dressed to be exact. When she let them out the bun, them things hang down her back. The way my girl walk, the way my girl speak, the way my girl talk. Goddamn, my girl a freak, but that's personal. And we be getting personal. We do what works for us, so you should do what works for you and me and her. The things that we did, I can't believe we ain't wake them kids. But goddamn, I got a bad chick, but I don't need these women. I don't live a rapper life. I be home with the children, sitting at the table, getting our motherfucking grub on. The kids go to sleep, we in the back making love songs. Gang.
I'll be there for you.
promised that all I ever needed was a woman. Now I got these other bitches mad and they lonely, cause I'm with the woman that I need. Fuck the homeless.
I'll be there for you. You'll be there for me. And we'll do everything to fulfill our dreams.
Promise that you never leave me, cause you love me. I promised that all I ever needed was a woman. Now I got these other bitches mad and they lonely, cause I'm with the woman that I need. Fuck the homeless.
Look at him dreaming, conceited. I'm all you needed, conceited. Ain't never leaving, conceited. He say he think it's something about the way I smile, or maybe the shape of my eyes that got him going wild. Maybe it's the way I walk that got him running miles. He used to finding Nemos and I swim with crocodiles. So my skin is tough, don't take no stuff, I like it rough. And if it ain't about green on my team, I don't give a unless I'm giving you and in that case you're stuck. All in my trance, here's your chance, daddy, push your luck. Pause, if I pop it for you, shake it all off and I drop it for you. Pick it up slow and I stop it for you, and I put it in your face till you do what you do. Nah, you ain't ready for that, this butt to pecan. Puerto Rican is fat, no time for speaking, bad squeaking about that. Think about it, you with that? I said them things just to see the look that comes on your face. Cause this ain't built for everybody, it's an acquired taste. Cause out of all y'all in the race, only one gonna place. So be prepared for that high, I got that lace. If you can handle my body whenever you want me, then you got me. Whatever you need and I'm exceeding, I got that conceited. And if you can handle all my naughty, I will keep you high, baby. Come fuck me, I got him feeling, look at him dreaming. I got that conceited, got him feeling, conceited. Look at him dreaming, conceited. I'm all you needed, conceited. Ain't never leaving, conceited. Now let me tell you about some things I'll do to you. I'll paint a beautiful picture, give you Picasso blues. So good, you believe every lie I say is true. So hood, you gotta smack it, pull it, bite it too. Rendezvous, me and you, we ain't gotta go nowhere. Round the house a couple times, floor stair, couch the chair. Take me there, yeah, pull my hair. Damn, don't make me swear, fuck it, I don't care. See Poppy, take it all off, put you to work, now you gotta call off. Your ex throwing shade, she need to fall off. I dose up her man, her chances are lost. I'm boss, not paying the cost. Wanna throw it back, can you catch Randy Moss? Quarterback sneaky, I like salads tossed. I understand what you're used to, but I'm a different breed. While most chicks follow in the flock, Brizzy takes the lead. They give you what you want, me, I give you what you need. So suit up, you bout to swim, we going overseas. If you can handle my body whenever you want me, then you got me. Whatever you need and I'm exceeding, I got that conceited. And if you can handle all my knowledge, I'm dreaming. Conceited, I'm all you needed. Conceited, ain't never leaving. Conceited.
There was always a liquor store available to you, so that in your pain of not being productive as a man, and some of you don't even know why you're in pain, because your nature has never been explained to you. So you in pain, don't know where the pain is coming from, don't know why you're in pain, but you're in pain because you're not productive. And no man can be a man unless he's productive. So that the alcohol man says, hey, brother, come on here. Take this for your pain.
Well, I'ma share my pain with you, but it's too precious. It's Elijah and Malcolm X giving you 2 lectures. It's Michelangelo drawing on them 2 pictures. It's your boy Lil beefing with his 2 exes. You ever seen the teardrop shine like a new necklace? Sometimes I pick up the mic, I'm feeling too reckless. Autobahn balling in my new Lexus. Big Lil, new beginning, new blessings. I ain't no Methodist, I don't practice no new methods. I don't practice no religion ever that you sected. I'm the truth, burden proof, knowledge reborn affected. The best who ever did it, Lil Young and respected. I'm the one the homies call if it ever get hectic. To be Alari in and angelically connected. I came in here half crazy just to be unexpected. And if you ever think I'm slipping, it's over, you get it? Good.
What we need in the United States is not hatred. What we need in the United States is not violence and lawlessness, but is love and wisdom and compassion toward one another, feeling of justice toward those who still suffer within our country, whether they be white or whether they be black.
Did Lord forgive me? Look, they ain't right and you know that. I know, Lord, you hear me? But it's time for us to fight back. See, all love us human beings, no matter if we're white or black. But what is wrong though, and some of us ain't liking that. They killed my cousin Shaw Keisha like they did Mike Brown. It was April of 03, feds under down. All her kids can do is wonder now, but why they gotta grow up without their mother around? It made me humble, plus it made me grateful. Even his mama wasn't stable, food was on the table. At least she was there for us all to touch. But these criminal ways gave us all a rush. But now we victims of society, blaming the white man on why these jobs wouldn't hire me. Thank God my auntie Kim inspired me. I don't know why I'd be if I ain't have her here beside me. There ain't no ticket in this timepiece trying to find me in this wickedest society. But I was raised by the game though, it ain't the same though. I had to find a different angle. I'm in this country where it ain't no love for black folk if you ain't working on change though. Cause it's our future who we change for. But the revolution stay the same though. 7 days, 24, I'm in game mode. I keep my eyes on the prize like a game show. If you ain't eating what you came for, I'm just releasing all this pain though. Same mode, same mode.
We're going live.
The few times that I did go to Busboys, that particular one didn't do that. But what she talking about, I've experienced at the one over on U Street and stuff.
The main branch, got it.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. You're now tuned in to the Pandora Word Box Show. Of course, I'm your host, Pandora Love, and today is the Pandora's Poetry Corner. Today I have in my box, Brother Rob, the poet.
How do? Brother Rob, the poet Brown, or Brother Rob if you don't feel like saying the whole thing.
And of course, you got, I got Miss Simply Sherry.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
And the queen over there, she the queen, Miss Queen Amina. Good morning, good people. Good morning, y'all. So what's been going on, poets? lot of words.
That's what, you know, I was gonna be nice. Let everybody else go first, but you know, I'm still a little poetically and literally hungover from last night. As we were just discussing, I host an event on First Fridays, which is a wine tasting and a poetry event in Baltimore, with all love and erotic poetry, and it is the most fun I have all month. Actually, it's the first part of the month, the most fun I have. So, I'm still a little. So please excuse my love, sexy, classy, nasty kind of haze in my voice today because I'm tired.
Oh my God. So, what inspired you to do erotic poetry?
Oh, for that theme to that event, or just in general. For that event, because there wasn't anything there, and there was, you know, like you would get the occasional closed mic show that would have a love or actually more of a sex theme. And it was just noticing that even at some open mics, some people aren't comfortable doing their love poems because everybody is always so hard hitting with the social justice or with the mental illness issues in their poetry. So there really just wasn't a space. The other nice thing about Grapevine is, and I say this every show, so every poet that touches the stage, everybody that's in the audience remembers, is that as poets, and as my two poets that are also here with me today will testify, we will spend every day of a month going to open mics, doing varying shows, talking about the issues, talking about the government, talking about why everything sucks, talking about the police, whatever it is. We're talking about this stuff, but we don't take the time to remember that there is a reason why we decide to continue living this life and pushing through. And it's because we all love somebody or something, even if it's their dog. We all express ourselves in an intimate manner. We all have sex, some way, shape, or form. So, and these are the things that make life worth living, make everything worth happy. It also gives us a chance to, you know, take off our heavy, our heaviness. Like we can emotionally undress and relax, take off our issues for a little while, and if it's only for 2 hours. And I've hang around a lot of social justice poets and people that are doing that work, and they tell me all the time that you don't know that even though your venue, in my mind, is small and we're a little silly and we're very unconventional in what we do, they're like, we need that space to be able to come out and do that.
Okay. A release.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Because you are actually one of the first erotic poets that I've came in contact with, and you know, you blew my mind. I'm like, whoa, she said what?
Oh shoot, you should have been there last night. I'm gonna direct you to some stuff. I'm gonna direct you to some because my future.
You and Soul Touch.
Yeah.
Y'all are my two white. Oh, get your ears ready. You know. They're bound to say anything out there.
Oh, trust me, the best ones, you're liable to hear anything. And I've traveled the country doing it. You know, I've traveled up and down the East Coast, and the things I hear on stage, some are just mind blowing. It is just mind blowing when the artists really put their poetic devices into talking about how it comes a couple of ways. How good the sex can be, not a blow-by-blow act of how they have sex, but how good that intimacy makes them feel inside. How good there are ways that I have heard erotic poetry that sounds like nothing more than XXX poetry porn. Like, y'all know the stuff that y'all used to get for like $5 in the back of the room. Like, I've heard that. Not my favorite thing, but like last night, okay, so I discussed it earlier. My feature was Lamar Hill, one of the most respected poets in the world. Show I've been trying to do, and he has a poem about sex and about what he is about to do and how great this night of sex is going to be. But he's talking about how he's going to mess up your hair.
Oh, no.
What?
So you getting the ladies all in there feel this.
The whole poem is like the opening line of the poem is like, if you're coming to my house, don't even bother getting your hair done. And then he runs down how he's gonna mess up your hair.
Oh no!
Nobody recorded that last night.
I heard that brother
have that
before.
recorded
He's deep
somewhere.
like that.
It's on his CD. It is on his CD.
Okay.
Very descriptive.
It's very descriptive, and it was amazing to watch him do it live. And like I said, on one hand, I am mad at myself because sometimes I will live record my features, even if I just do it to myself,
Right.
so that I can live it again later. But last night, I think I just wanted to be so much
caught up in
I just wanted to be in that moment of him featuring in this love and erotic set. Now, this is the second time Lamar has featured for me this year.
Okay.
I featured him down at Busboys and Poets, but that was a whatever you want to do, I'm here for it. I don't care. But to hear him do a full love and erotic set for 20 minutes was a sight to see. And then on top of that, he was not feeling well. And that's how he started off. He's like, I'm just getting over food poisoning. He's like, I wasn't gonna miss my commitment to this show but so please forgive me. So it's like he's got ginger ale. People are giving him activated charcoal because we want.
They making him. They working him.
No. Because like he wanted to do it, and but we wanted him to feel healthy and feel well, and it was amazing. So like I said, I got so caught up in what he is about to do and watching him work in this manner, because when he's featuring, it is always, I see him at open mics and it's one thing, but when he is the feature, it just ticks up. Please understand, I've known this cat for 10 years, almost 10 years. So it's like, so for me to still say this like that today.
Right. Yeah, he's been around for a minute.
He's from the area?
Actually, he's from Newark, New Jersey. But he is very well known in the Baltimore poetry scene. Baltimore legend poetry scene. And the other thing about my December shows, which I need to next year remember as I start pumping it out, I don't know who's featuring yet, but I have somehow I always get somebody to feature that hasn't featured in a while. Like, not that they're not known, but they've just kind of been sitting back, not really doing anything. And for the December Grapevine, I'm able to get them to come out and feature, and these have been this is my 4th December doing the show. These have been the most amazing features every year.
What's up? Congrats.
What's
up? Congratulations. Okay, so we also have Miss Queen Amina over here. Miss Queen Technology right now.
Hey everybody.
So what you got going on?
Real quick, I'm live on my Queen Speaks on my YouTube, so you guys will be on there as well. And I'm live on my Queen Amina page on my Facebook, so I want to say hey to everybody on there. We got a couple viewers.
Hey.
So, Miss Pandora box, thank you for having us.
Of course.
So right now, let's see. Right now, I am trying to get more poets, more writers to join my publishing company, Show Well Publications. I am looking for all types of authors, children writers, poets, singers, anyone that wants to get their voice out there. But again, like I said on my show a few weeks ago, or last week, but this week, I think it was this week, on Thursday, I had a show. I had a gentleman from Jersey as well, by the name of Mike Ristick. He was awesome. But I was explaining, I'm promoting all types of book besides, the Side Chick Wins. I don't know why I can't promote that book. I don't know why I don't want to publish that book. I can read that book.
I need to read that because a lot of people got a problem with the side chick.
No, because I'm telling you, like, I don't know what it is about me and the side chick. Because I'm a real woman, and I swear to you, the side chick ain't gonna win in my battle. She ain't gonna win. I mean, I'm gonna be, listen, it's gonna be pieces of it, and all the pot planters that I pass out to all my neighbors as I move away from the city. Okay, so she ain't gonna win for me. So I don't know why I can't promote that, but I am looking for all types of writers at this point. And I'm working on my poetry, because I'm more of a writer than a reciter. Somebody told me to just say it. I am a reciter, but I don't want to just fib. I don't lie to myself or the world.
I am a writer.
Yes, I am a writer.
I am a writer.
So Reading is fundamental.
I'm working on it. Yes, I'm working on it. So I'm excited about that. So let's see, what did I just drop? I just re-released. I just released this poetry book, In the Heart of the Queen. It's my very last one. It's the smallest of all, but most of the poems are so they're going to tug at your heart. I'm not even going to lie. Most of the poems are definitely going to tug at your heart. It's all about, I got a couple of things in about what was going on in Baltimore, some things about Sandra Bland. So it's like three chapters. Basically, it's in the heart, in the mind, and in the spirit of the queen. So you can see how I function, what makes me move, what makes me tick. This one, The Queen Has Spoken, it's been out for about a while. And I love, love, love this one. This one is very, very deep. I mean, this one had, I talk about everything from police getting off. I have a poem in here called Please Stop Killing Us. It's basically about police that you took an oath to protect and serve, and now we see a police and we just know we dying. Like, we don't even think we're going to make it home. So it's a poem in there that basically lets them know, if you want the respect of us, basically, please don't just go to work with the ambition of, okay, I'm going to kill 5 people today. Or I'm going to just lock people up and just mess up families and lives. So that's what this one is about, and it's pretty deep, pretty awesome. The other one, Into the Mind of the Queen. This is my very first one that I let come out. This one is all about things that I think about. It's love poems, it's queeneration poems, it's why a queen doesn't necessarily have to have a king in her home to be a strong queen type of thing. This one is just really, really about woman power, into the heart, into the mind of the queen. So, because I'm all about woman empowerment. This one, and I don't know what's going on with my connections, but this one is, If Someone Just Came to, is my very first novel. I wrote this novel because I basically felt like, okay, I have never written a book. I know I can write a book. I'm going to write this book. And I bought some of those, those art papers, like the easel paper. I bought one, I laid on it, I said I'm going to do this book, and I don't care what anybody says, and I got my little pajamas on, and I got on top of the easel paper, and I just started writing, and this is the finished product. I actually incorporate some of my poetry in the book. The young girl in the book, she has a great family. However, for some reason, she gets lost into the streets, ends up in a girl's home, and then she has to figure out what's more important, a family that loves you or street credit, street respect. And I realize a lot of people say that in life, oh, well, they respect me because, okay, but can you read? Can you function? Can you take care of yourself? So this book is all about, changing your own stars and doing something different for yourself. So this is why I love this book. And again, like I said, I incorporated some poems in it so people know that I stem from the world of poetry. However, I can enhance your mind. And yes, to everybody that's going to read this book that says, oh my God, did you do the things in the book? Even if I did, that was a past life. We're not going to discuss it. We're just going to rate the book on Amazon and call it a day, okay? So that's what I've been up to, just writing. I'm working on another novel right now. It's called Queenie's Secrets. And I don't plan to release that one until March. But it's a story about a young girl who didn't realize that she came from, I guess, like a gangster type of family. So she's actually an assassin in the book, but she comes from North Philly, like a lot of people I know because I'm a Philadelphian all day. But it's a really interesting book. It takes her from being totally alone to being a protector, a guider, and just trying to get her family back together after she figures it all out. So that was interesting. I'm having a little writer's block with it, but we're going to hope and pray that it gets out by at least March. And again, all of these are under myself, under my new publishing company that I opened for myself. Well, like I said, I'm accepting people, but it's under Show Well Publications. This is my new logo. And I got a really, really awesome graphic designer now by Alicia in, where is she? In Texas. So Alicia Stand Up, Texas Stand Up. And that's really all I got going on right now. Oh, wait, no, I'm lying. I have a new show on my own radio station called Queen Speaks Radio. The show is called Amina, Amazing Mentors, Independently Nurturing Artists. It's every other Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please tune in. I'll be talking to all types of people. I'll be doing a couple different shows. My next show coming up is the 8th, which is not a Thursday, it's a Friday for all those that just love the Queen. I'm getting a tattoo, so I'm going live on there so y'all get to see my pain and my pleasure and my progress all at the same time for that show. So I got a couple things going on, and the next show after that is the 15th, where we'll have a gentleman in the building by the name of Ray Manley. He was a poet. He's out of Virginia, and now he's a battle rapper. So he's coming live to the Palace.
Battle rap?
Yeah. So his poetry is awesome too. So he's coming live to be on the show too. So it's going to be awesome. But that's what the Queen got going on right now. So find me on Facebook, please. Poetess, Poetess. That's at Queen Amina. Find me on YouTube, The Queen Speaks, and find me on Instagram, Queen Amina S. My daughter made that one. I don't know how to make that one. Yes.
All right. So what are some of the things that inspire you to write, like in the spur of the moment?
For me, inspiration is everywhere. I am more inspired off of my daily life. I try to teach lessons through the things that I survive. So if I had a bad week with the kids and I didn't kick their butts and hang them in the closet, I will write a poem about how hard being a single parent is, raising some children by yourself, and if I had one of those weeks where, it was just so much drama, people fighting over parking spaces, I will do a poem about how life is too short. Just smile and be happy, and just saying hello goes a long way. So I write all poetry off of life experiences because I don't watch the news. It's heartbreaking. So.
Oh, okay. Do you often get writer's block?
Writing my novels, I do. And then I have to read it over and over and over again. And if I'm not inspired, what I have to do is put it down, try to, get it out of my mind, and come back to it later. I give myself at least 48 to 72 hours. If I still can't come back to it, then I might reread it again. But I get writer's block a lot with novels. Poetry, not at all. Poetry, I can sit down and the thoughts will just come straight out onto the page. I won't even read the poem. I'll let someone else read it just to get their opinion. They're like, oh my God, that is awesome. And then it's like, oh really, let me read it. So yeah, I mean, poetry, no writer's block ever, but novels, yes, writer's block all the time. Like Queenie's Secrets, I've been writing it now for 2.5 years. Like seriously, so I got the first part, I got the ending, but the middle is like, girl, what are you doing? So yes.
Okay. And of course we got Brother Rob over here.
Brother Rob, the Poet Brown, or Brother Rob if you don't feel like saying the whole thing. How do? I'm a spoken word artist, a poet. Poet also is an acronym for People of Extraordinary Talent, group out of Chicago, Black Ice running the show. Spoken word artist, poet, old school break dancer, part-time rapper, good pencil artist, butt scratcher, beer drinker, everyday average brother, you know what I'm saying? I ain't hard to get along with, With my work hours, man, I miss out on a whole lot. Sister was just talking about bus boys, which I love to frequent when I'm available, but when you work 3 to 11, all the action's going on, then I get off at 11. By the time I get to the venue, everybody rolling out. So I get my flow on through the blog talk scene and stuff. A good partner of mine in Rhyme, who's also a member of Poet, Larry Edwards, he turned me on to that, and which was a good thing because it kind of broke me out of the DMV shell. You know what I'm saying? Since doing that, I've been blessed to go to Chicago about 3 times already, New York, Philly. I haven't been down south yet. I really want to get down there and spare some funk around, you know what I'm saying? And stuff. I'm a spiritual, cultural type rapper. Poet on that type of level. Love God, hate the devil. And a storyteller. Sometimes when people hear me do my spiritual stuff, it kind of puts me in a box. Because sometimes I also like to be every day with it, and sometimes we curse. No matter how cool and blessed we are, I ain't gonna say claim how blessed we are. We have them moments, and I put that in my poetry in a minute. But I ain't cursing just to be cursing. I'm cursing to say something. Because usually at the end you be like, oh yeah, okay, I got that, yeah, So yeah, I've been doing it for over 20 years. I started off as a rapper like in the late 80s and stuff. And my problem was I couldn't find a damn DJ. So one time I went to a poetry venue. I was like, man, I could do that. They ain't got no DJ and stuff. So, I just eased on into poetry. I got a CD out called Incomplete. It's mostly spiritual. And I'm working on an EP right now. Okay. And I got a dope little song. I sent you a copy.
Yeah,
and stuff. I got another one that I'm working on called Ghetto Tour Guide. I'm just waiting on it to be cleared through CD Baby and Amazon. Then I'm gonna start advertising, selling and stuff like that. And there it is.
Okay. All right, y'all. So let y'all know Mr. C. Thomas have entered the building.
You wasn't gonna ask me.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing?
I'm coming back to you. And since you rapper, yeah, I got something special for you.
Groovy, man.
You got it.
How y'all doing today?
Well, fine. How are you?
What up? I'm a little tired, but I'm doing good.
Did you do a show last night?
I was at one.
Oh, okay.
Woke up 4:40 yesterday morning, didn't get to sleep until 2 this morning, so yeah. Running on why.
He's like, running on why.
I am C. Thomas. I am a local DMV poet here in DMV. I am a host for Busboys and Poets 5th and K, first Wednesday. I began my journey with poetry at the age of 13. I read a poem by Maya Angelou, Still I Rise, which was Maya Angelou being a staple for a lot of poets. And a lot of poets who actually looked up to poetry didn't know anything about it. So who did they run to? Maya Angelou, because for me, that was the only name at the time that I knew. I read Still I Rise, and that poem inspired me to even to pick up a pencil and to write a sentence of anything, of any caliber, in conjunction with a lot of life experiences at a young age. Because at that time I was battling, I don't want to say battling because that's a nasty word for me. At that time I was coming to recognize that I was gay.
Okay.
And growing up in the early 90s as a young teenager, it was hard because, you know, children are mean.
Yeah.
But with that, I don't look at it now as something that was bad. I look at it as they gave me armor to go out in the world that was cruel. So it was training for me. It was a full-on training battleground for me to become the person who I am today. That further fueled a lot of my writing, because within my writing, it's a lot of me talking about me being how proud I am for being gay, a lot of Black Lives Matter, fighting for the SGL LGBTQ rights, and campaigning for that, and also campaigning for child abuse prevention awareness. I am a published author. This is my recent book, Bernard's Bedroom.
Awesome.
4th edition. This is my 4th collection of poetry. I also have a CD by the name of, matter of fact, let me pull the CD out. I forgot I had it with me. A CD by the name of Established 1980. And from there, I just writing, performing, being on the stage is just one thing that I can honestly say I do right, because I'm actually right then and there, I'm allowed to really, truly, honestly be myself and breathe absolute truth and honesty. And it's just amazing to me. I don't do it for the whole stunts and the whole publicity or the accolades or the popularity. I do it because, one, it was something that actually freed me. It was something that was there for me growing up, going through what I was going through and dealing with. And it was also a platform for me to just get stuff off of my chest. But it's very humbling when I have people come up to me and say, your poem really touched me. Your poem opened my eyes. Your poem made me change the way I think. Your poem did this, it did that. That's a very humbling thing for, I can say, for any spoken word artist actually to hear, because it actually keeps you grounded as an artist and makes you want to go further and open yourself up more, to do more and to be more, to touch more.
Right. And you say 13, and that's what you read, bro. 13, I was like, I don't want to read that. You know, at school they be telling you to read. I'm like, I don't want to read that.
But you know what? The school didn't tell me. I just read it myself. I just picked it up and just read it. I've always been that type of person. I didn't wait for someone to tell me to do something, because if I wanted to do it, I did it. No matter how old I was. Like to this day, I don't wait for someone to say, hey, Chris, go ahead. I will do it. And Sherry, who I know, and then Nightlife, who I know, they can tell you I do that. And that I will push them or push people around me who I love in that direction. And it's good to surround yourself with people who is welcoming of that, because they're going to do the same thing to you, to make sure that you stay on the path and to make sure that you are wicked. That's what you're working for. That's what your focus is.
Because that is the one thing about the DC scene in general that I love. I grew up in the Baltimore scene and the DC scene as I came through as a poet and open mic artist. In the Baltimore scene, which is amazing, they force you to write.
Okay.
Like, Chris, will you agree? Let's see, you will agree with me that you cannot go onto a Be Free stage with baloney.
It's very accurate.
Okay. Yeah, you gotta. They force you to write, in DC, with the DC scene, it's they push you along. Like, okay, yeah, you've got the words, you've got the performance, now we need you to do this. And they are going to lovingly annoy you until you do whatever that is they want you to do.
That's a good way to put it.
Right, they will lovingly annoy you. So we're still waiting on this, whatever that may be.
Well, all I heard is that now I can be at Busboy and Poet on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. We don't get paid for this plug, but I'm gonna go ahead and run this plug real fast. Busboys and Poets is a community space.
Yep.
We offer open mic nights at 6. Is it 6? The 7th one isn't open yet.
So it is 6. It's Brooklyn, Shirlington, Hyattsville, Tacoma, 14th and V, and 5th and K,
where we both work.
I'm going to 5th and K.
Yeah. No, we were okay.
Fifth and K.
Him and I, we're both at 5th and K. He is first week. I am second week. Each night that you go, Monday through Thursday, at the different locations, and I'm gonna run them down where you are, so anybody listening can take notes and come back to this later. It's a different host every week of the month. So if you go this Monday, which is going to be first Monday of the month, you come back on second Monday, it's somebody else. Okay. That's how they work it. So there's different hosts at different venues. We have specialty shows currently at the Tacoma Park location on second Wednesday. So a week from tomorrow will be Sunday Jazz and Verse. I also do a show at Tacoma Park on December 22nd. The Pajama Jammy Jam Slam is back. We will discuss that further later. Yes, it is a love and erotic poetry slam with a $100 cash prize.
Oh, Lord, here she goes. She be trying to make you write this stuff, man.
We will discuss more of that later. This is a Busboys plug in general. Every Monday, we are at Busboys and Poets Brooklyn over by Catholic University, and Busboys and Poets Shirlington, which is in Northern Virginia. On Tuesdays, we are at the Flagship Store, which is at 14th and V over by U Street. On Wednesdays, as Chris and I discussed, we are at 5th and K because we run this. He is first Mondays. I am first Wednesdays. I am second Wednesday. So he is there this week. I am there the following week.
Okay. So you're both on Mondays?
No, Wednesdays. Wednesdays. On Thursdays, you are at Busboys and Poets Hyattsville. The Ville. Cover is $5. Tickets are currently available on Eventbrite with a small, like Eventbrite fee, so it comes up to $6.27. Follow busboysandpoets.com for more information, to find out about the host, to find out who might be coming. Some of them have their features up, some of them don't. But definitely find out and come on out, because I know I have a good time. I know Chris has a good time, so I'm pretty sure everybody else has a good time.
Right. Well, I actually like Busboys and Poets. The very first time I took the stage was at Shirlington. And, it was comfortable, very welcoming, you know me. But, like I say, I write. So my deliverance was, it was all right, but they got the point. They took the time with me.
There's no such thing as all right. It came from you. It was the bomb.
Trust us. We understand.
Right. Do not ever, ever, ever diminish your work in my presence.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because we think it's perfect. And we will tell you to come back. Like, we're waiting.
That's what's up.
I can say one thing I can't speak for all the hosts, but I know for me, I encourage people who haven't been writing in a while, who haven't been on the mic in a while, or who just been on the mic for the first time, come back. Apparently you're here for a reason. You came here for a reason. You have something to say. Keep saying what you have to say, because eventually that have is going to turn into a need. That need is going to turn into that need is actually going to turn into a message for somebody, and that message is actually going to become a flock. So you want to keep coming, keep going. Do not stop.
And the other thing is that as a writer, artist, poet, even if you are experiencing writer's block,
which does not exist.
If the words are not, wait a minute, if the words are not flowing as freely as they should, I'm going to say it that way. Something about a perfect night at an open mic. I have another analogy that I used last night. A good open mic is like great sex. The more energy you put in, the more energy the person on stage puts in. I said it is the best group sex experience you will have. is a great open mic because you're putting in energy, everybody's putting in their energy. So even if in that moment you're not feeling the most creative, that you don't feel that you can get the words out, come to an open mic. There are many a night that even if I don't have a full poem, I walk out of there going, okay, I need to write about this. So.
All right, y'all. Miss Nightlife has entered the building.
Hello, everyone.
Look, she's so shy. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
So, what type of poetry do you write? Tell us a little about yourself.
Okay. Surfacely, I write about the Black woman experience. Because that's what I am. That's what I experience every single day. And that's what I'm surrounded by. And so the experiences that I write about may be my own or that of somebody that I know. Or maybe just a story, something that connects with me and it makes me feel some sort of way. I'm a Texas native. Go Cowboys.
Yes, we the boys.
Yeah, whatever.
Later. You see the room colors, boo.
Sweet, my wedding was this color. And so my mother and my matriarch is in Texas. My father and my son is in New Orleans, Louisiana. And so I started writing when I was 15. I didn't know I was writing, and I cannot find that set of poems, but I think that was some of my greatest work, like thinking about the titles of the poems and the content at the time for a 15-year-old. I think it was amazing. But I can't find it. So, but I didn't perform publicly until I was 30. And it was healing for me. It was to keep myself out of jail, to be honest. Now, so people laugh at me when I say that, and it's a joke now, but that's real.
Yeah.
And so I've been writing ever since, and then I kind of got pulled into this whole erotic thing because
I'm glad you brought it up.
I'm a very sexual being. I think it's freeing to be so, and it's tied into my creativity, and so. I enjoy writing those. They hit me out of nowhere. I wake up out of my sleep and start writing pieces. I have pieces of poems everywhere, and when I write, oftentimes I go and pull those together, and then sometimes it's like, you gotta say this, you got something to say it. And so I do, and I have fun with it, and there I am.
Okay, wait a minute. She left out the headline in that portion of her intro. There is a traveling poetry crew that has been on HBO called the Punani Poets. This is a Punani poet.
I got some celebrities up here.
I traveled with them. I did a good tour with them, maybe 4 years. I had to audition live in Houston.
Okay.
And I had to do it twice. And the first time, the crowd loved me. And so Jessica wanted to be sure. And so I did it again. And they loved me, and then I went on the road the next day. And I've been traveling with them for 4 years, co-producing shows. It was a great experience. I got married, and so kind of pulled back.
Ooh, that's what's up.
You know, I had to put my apron on and put my studs away, except for Friday nights. You know? But yeah, it was a great experience for me. It taught me a lot. It challenged me. Love is one of my favorite poets. Love the Poets out in Baltimore. She's one of my favorites.
Shout out to Love.
Love her.
She was there, and I drew a lot of just study. I studied her, in a sense, just the passion that she has when she writes and when she speaks, in her delivery. And you know, it was a great source of inspiration. The whole experience was a great source of inspiration for me now. And yeah, so that's it. I do write books and stuff, you know.
Oh, okay.
I have to. I'm actually doing a signing tomorrow for my second one called Reclaiming My Time. This one is not a book of poetry. It's a self-care guide. But my first one is a book of poetry, and I have a CD. All of that is available on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I write sometime.
Cool.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, so I have 5 poets here. What is the most exciting thing about a poet's life?
For me, the most exciting thing for me is the fact that I am human and that I can still do things humanly outside of poetry. Because when people who don't write poetry, they think artists are just these weird people who walk around shim shim sharoo, yes, I am Mother Earth, I am Father. You know, we're not those people, not all of us. The fact that I can actually go out, have a drink, laugh, joke around with my friends, you know, just to, for me, that's self-care for me to stay grounded. Because when you do the things that we do, it's like you need some kind of let go. You need that separation. All the 3 of us, we do so much on, like, she says she has a book coming, book releases tomorrow. Sherry has the world going on.
Yes,
she has the world going on. I have the world going on. And all of this is centered around poetry. But at that time, it's like, Chris, you need to set time aside for yourself and actually to be Chris and not C. Thomas. Don't be that spoken word poet. Don't be that artist that's actually always on all the time. You have to be Chris. So for me, that's like a poet.
Okay.
The most exciting thing for me is because I am a poet, I'm an artist, I'm a writer, I perform, I do all of that. But first and foremost, I am a fan.
Okay.
And I mean this in the positive sense. I want to see the people that I support, the people that I love in their moment. Thursday night, and this is what I mean by this, I want to see them in their moment. We also, besides performance and all this other stuff, we also volunteer with students and discuss poetry with students and different organizations throughout the different cities. One of the organizations I work with in Baltimore has a Youth Poet Laureate program. The 2016 Youth Poet Laureate released her book. Wednesday night. The official book release and first signing was Thursday night. She's 21, 22-year-old lady, young lady, who I watched like just grow and come through the scene. And to see her in that moment as she's releasing the book in a room full of people on her college campus, that moment is what I live for in this community.
Well, for me, what gets me off with it is the fact that I can do it. Because I get a rush when I get up there in front of everybody and stuff. When I was little, I came up in the country. Closest neighbors was like a quarter mile to a half a mile away and stuff, so it wasn't a whole lot to do. So when 5 o'clock came around and everybody watching Soul Train and everything, I used to take long ass walks and imagine how it would be to do what they do. You know what I'm saying? To me, the coolest people on earth back then was Michael Jackson, Sly Stone, and James Brown, and whatnot. I mean, they did the damn thing, and I used to just walk around looking at nature, imagining me doing that. So then as I got older and started doing it, the rush and then the stress relief that comes along with it, you know what I'm saying, and stuff, and just stand up there in front of everybody and all eyes on you, and you're not, I ain't gonna say I'm not afraid all the time and stuff, right? As soon as I hit the mic, yeah, I'm a little nervous. And I tell poets, because they ask, how do you do it? I be like, look, I don't look at anybody. As soon as I get there, I'm looking over the top of the crowd. I'm looking at the corners. I'm looking at that corner way across there. And then once I realize you're feeling me, then I slowly ease down and start making contact and stuff, you know? And like brother said, you never know who you're touching when you're doing this and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm inspired by everybody I watch do it, because I do it. And, you know, like how you were saying and how Queen was saying, I'm a writer, not a reciter, you know? And I'll tell you in a minute, the same way you talking, you're reciting. Sometimes you may not be rhyming, because a poet a poem doesn't necessarily have to rhyme to make sense. So that same funk you put in your regular personality, just bring it with you to the stage and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stuff. Be you. I like being me. It's a beautiful thing. And that's where I get off on it. Queen, darling.
Well, let me pull up a chair. For me, poetry, like I said, poetry, I'm kind of, sort of, like this lovely young lady. Poetry for me was a time where it was either write poetry to inspire or go to jail. And I had a daughter, so I didn't want to go to jail. So what I wanted to do was make sure I could inspire and enlighten. So I started writing a lot of painful pieces, a lot of why aren't you there for me? Why don't you have my back? Why am I all alone? And then I had to start answering. I would read my poems and I realized I had the answers to those questions. Because I was never alone. As long as I had God, I was never alone. So I had to start answering myself to get myself out there. Because as I wrote what I was writing, I was thinking to myself, I'm getting it out, and I didn't put my hands on a person. But as I was thinking about it, I was depressed, and I cried, and I was alone as a person. But as I read it, I felt like I was, I guess to say, purging my system. And I felt like when other people heard it, I mean, they would come to me like, girl, I need a copy of that poem. I mean, I was going through something like that and I didn't know how to get, but listening to what you went through and listening to how you got through it via your poem, I just want something as like a surrender prayer to just hang on my wall. And I didn't realize that my words were that powerful, or what I went through and survived was that powerful, or that many young women was going through what I went through and trying to make it. And me, yeah, I made it, but I only made it because I got pregnant as a teenager. My daughter, I had her when I was 17. And she's 21 now. But I felt like if it wasn't for her changing my stars, making me want to be a better person, those poems wouldn't have been poems. Those poems would have been me in jail writing in my little book like, I shouldn't have stabbed that girl in the throat. So I feel like, you know, the poetry helped me say, you know what, I'm glad I was able to enlighten, enhance, and motivate someone else through the pain that I experienced and survived. So that was what my motivation was as far as poetry. And that is still what motivates me. Because I feel like when I sit and write a poem about pain and someone crying in the corner, there is some little girl somewhere in pain crying in the corner. Because I was that girl. I would take half the loaf of bread, and my parents would kick my whole butt for doing it. But I would take half the loaf of bread and hide in the basement in the corner by myself. When those little, y'all remember the little flip notepads and those little things you press the button and the fish had to catch the little thing on the nose. I used to have one of those and a little notepad, and I would sit there with my bread and I would play that and I would write. And when people would listen to the things that I said, they would hug me and just be like, you're going to make it. God has a plan for you. You're getting it all out for a reason. And I didn't realize what that reason was until my daughter, who again is 21, at 16, she came to me. She says, Mom, you are my shero. I want to be like you. I've never seen a woman like you. You don't wait on nobody to do anything. You don't take the time to say what I need. You just get up and do. And you don't have anybody to help you. You don't care if you got to walk through 80 feet of snow, knowing that you got a blood disorder. You do it. So having my own 16-year-old come to me and tell me I was the bomb is my motivation, is my light, is why I continue to go. Even though I don't have the same pains that I used to have, I'm motivated by them. So that's what motivates me. And a lot of things that's going on in the world is what makes me say people need to hear my voice. I mean, like I said, a lot of the I don't know if y'all watch certain things like I do, but I was watching a show and it was a family. I don't know, the girl, it was like a 13-year-old girl and a 12-year-old girl, and they had an argument. The mother of the 12-year-old girl helped the 12-year-old girl like break into this other child's home, and the mother and the 12-year-old jumped the 13-year-old after they broke into her house. Things like that is why I write what I write. I write for queens to be enlightening, for queens to work together. And I felt like that 13-year-old and that 12-year-old could have talked it out and became better friends. But after that situation, now the mom's going to jail, the daughter's going to foster home, and now what? So I write for people to sit back, don't just react, think about it first, and then make your move. So that is one more reason why I write. So that's why the queen does what she does.
And the thing I want to ask, because everybody, when I recite my poetry or say something, everybody thinks it's about me. They don't understand that as a poet, we could be sitting on a bus and you could be over there with your child and we could just like read your whole energy. They don't understand that, and we go and we get to writing. But you know, like with certain poems that you recite, has it been easy for people to be like, oh, he talking about him or she talking about herself, or you know?
I don't want to go first, but I'm gonna have to go first on this one. I'm gonna tell you like this. Recently, because I just got married in June.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But my husband, immediately 3 weeks later, my husband was deployed to Korea. So lately, I've been writing a lot of poems about just touching your heart and my whole phone died, but anyway, touching your heart and things of that nature. And people inbox me immediately. What did he do? What did he do to you? And it's like, no, he didn't do anything. It's just, I have friends who might be going through things, and even though my marriage is new, it doesn't mean that I'm putting my personal business out there. Everything that an artist writes is not necessary. With cream and sugar, but anyway. You know, but no, just because you write something does not mean it's necessarily what you're going through. It might be something that you saw, something that you felt, and something that you just wanted to get out there. Because now I swear to you, anytime I did a poem about how a queen does not need a king, and people swore I was getting a divorce. I said, wait, I just got married. Wait a minute. But they just assume that is what you're going through, but it's not. We're just inspired by just everything around us. And if it inspires you that much, you can do a whole piece about it. So it's not necessarily us putting our business out there. It's just us putting business out there. That's all. So that's how I see it.
What about you, Chris? With you being, you know, openly gay and you know you proud of you don't, you know, hide it or anything. Have you had like problems like out there when you're going certain places to do your poetry?
There's a signature piece that I have, No Apologies, No Regrets. This piece I've performed countless times. I think this poem's it's 4 years old.
Okay.
Out of the 4 years I've been performing this poem, there's always 2 or 3 people in the audience that have actually called me a faggot.
What?
That have actually blurted it out. There was even one venue that I would not say which venue, a fight actually broke out into the audience because of the poem that I performed, because this gentleman came up right after me and was shouting out homophobic things on the mic. And 3 people in the audience was ready to kick his ass. And so, again, with the tough skin, if you are going to do this, you have to put on, I'm not saying it doesn't bother you or it doesn't bother me, but you have to learn to put on that face and that shield to actually separate yourself from that stupidity and actually just keep going forth, because I look at it as, if I warranted you to say that, then apparently it's getting to you. Or there's something about you that you have done that you don't like, or something inside of you that you don't like, that actually made you shout that out. There's something going on internally within you that has done that. It wasn't me. I just helped you realize it, apparently. But it's not easy. Like when I went to Philadelphia and performed in Philadelphia, it was the same thing. And the Philadelphia crowd is a hard crowd. Okay. And for me to even to hold their attention, I think I did good. Okay. But they were talking, everybody that was there, they were talking over them, like clapping them off of the stage, booing them, talking over them. But as soon as I got up there, I was like, I'm very, I don't want to say shy in person, but I'm very, y'all would say I'm introverted, kind of, sort of.
Wait a minute, you act like that's different between all of us artists. Rule number 1, we're all introverts.
I am an introvert.
We are all, we know
But
how
I wasn't
to.
finished, Sherry.
No, I'm just making a point. But we all turn it off, get on stage, do our thing, and go right back in our bubble.
Okay.
And so with that, as soon as I hit the stage, I just become this stick of dynamite. Okay. And that crowd was just like, it was crickets. They were just quiet. I had their attention. And I would say it was like one person that night that actually just got up, because it was one more, it wasn't that poem, but it was one poem that I did perform about me being in love with the man. He got up and he just left. He left. He said something. I didn't hear what he said, but the host stopped him dead in his tracks, checked him in front of me, and then made him apologize to me.
Ooh, respect.
So I get it all the time, because I am an openly gay black man who actually goes on the stage and talk about my gay black experience openly and carefree, and I don't approach anything with any apologies. And I don't regret anything that I say on the stage because I'm not going to question my work, and I'm not going to have someone else question my work. You don't have to like it. That's great. It's not your cup of tea.
Right.
But what you won't do is disrespect me.
And Philly born and raised, yes, I know that was a hard crowd to tame because I'm Philly all day. Trust me, I don't even perform in Philly, and I'm from there. So you go.
For me, I think for all of us, anybody that writes and is passionate about their work, I think a respect I will always have for poetry is that when I started writing, it allowed me to connect and realize and accept and nurture the God in me, you know? And when you begin to do that, you recognize the God in other people too. And sometimes they don't recognize it in themselves, and that's not your problem. You know what I mean? I'm kind of unapologetic, like all of us. I don't care. I'm not gonna lose no sleep. You spending the $15 to buy a book, may or may not put gas in my car, but not at the sake of my soul or your disrespect. Because then when I get disrespectful, people want to call the police. So, you know what I mean? So it's just at the end of the day, you can feel how you feel. You don't have to like me, what I say, what I do, how I do it. And if you want to have a conversation about it, sit down with me. I'll buy you a drink. We can talk about it. You know, and so I think a big part of us is healing, right? Like poetry is healing to me. It requires a conversation. So if I said something, that's my job. I've done my job as a writer. If you feel any kind of way about anything, if you feel happy, if you feel sad, if you feel horny, if you feel depressed, I don't care. If you feel any kind of way, then I've done my job. That's what the greats do, right?
Yes.
And so I think as a message in everything that we do, I teach that, and I, especially young black girls. I don't know at what point I was a teenager when I realized that my skin color was an issue. I never had that experience as a child. I didn't know that I was ugly, according to other people.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so I appreciate that because it's a lot of children, 5 up, you know, just in an environment that aren't being taught that anything is beautiful about them and that they can express themselves. Make me uncomfortable, child, what you gotta say? You might be, you right. You know, and so I don't let anything stop that from happening. It's ebb and flow. If it flow, it flow. If it crash, it crash. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, and whatever's supposed to happen after that's gonna happen. So let's do this, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You better write a poem on a radio show.
That's like we all heard.
All right, so what we about to do, y'all, we're going to take a break, then we're going to come back and listen to some everybody speak. We're going to get some, they're going to get the flow. And then for the rapper over here, well, Sherry been here before, you know, we have a poetry cipher.
Is it like a freestyle or something? No, I do a poem. I'm not a freestyle artist.
I was gonna say, because when I freestyle, I rap. I don't know why, but I will freestyle for y'all. I will rap.
It's easy. It's easy.
I'll make it work.
Well, I bought all 3 of my books. Let me get some ammo. Hold on. Oh, just so everyone knows that came in late, I am, my name's Amina, or Queen Amina, but I have a show.
Man doesn't judge by his penis size. A man judges himself by his pocket size.
I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a friend that'll come
nigga. I don't need a friend that'll cut me in the throat, nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a friend that'll cut me in the throat, nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a friend that'll cut me in the throat, nigga. Just bury my moms. It's so gone now. Thought I was missing some schools. They totally gone now. Wow, am I alone now? Is this the case? Cause all I see is phony fuckers smiling in my face. Saying we fear him, giving that to the right hand, but there's no blood there, so Perry don't care, yeah. I'm about my bread, I step on your toes. I'm from the hood, motherfucker, anything goes. Wave your flag in the air, nigga, represent. P. Dollar sign, coochie stay wet. Henny on deck, my niggas in check. Cause they ain't met a boss bitch like me yet. Italian goods, telling me, flying over bitches throwing that shade. How much you want, but you ain't what I need. I need a nigga that can top my credibility. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a friend that'll cut me in the throat, nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a friend that'll cut me in the throat, nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a friend that'll cut me in the throat, nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a friend that'll cut me in the throat, nigga. Lord knows I'm trying, even though everybody around me dying. Everything ain't what it seems. Behind the covers of a magazine, I'm seeing nightmares when I dream. I fight through, featuring on the track near you. Don't ask me why my whole crew rockin' that blue. Yes, yes, we it's your girl Perry. Don't ask me to spit no raps, my style ain't free. Don't call a tax if it ain't about money. To hell with your LOLs, bitch, ain't shit funny. I'm trying to get it up, no trick, not your dick. Look at my wrist, I ain't got time for this. I'm a paper chaser, boss bitch, got the spine for this. Look at me, you gon' see what grinding is. Fuckin' 15 minutes, ride a gang infinite. Hours to no limits, wishing you and you was in it. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a friend that'll cut me in the throat, nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a friend that'll cut me in the throat, nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a friend that'll cut me in the throat, nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a broke nigga. I don't need a friend that'll cut me in the throat, nigga. I don't need a broke nigga.
First of all, they wearing on this bling bling, and they don't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out.
I don't need a broke nigga.
I would, but the way my bank account is set up, the thing is, I got a checking in the savings, but all the money is in my savings, so I got to switch it to my checking. But it's gonna take 3 business days. I don't think it's gonna go through.
Shit forever on that gutter shit. 50's my favorite.
So amazing, so amazing. Have you seen my weapon? So amazing. My watch, my chain, my kicks is so amazing. Have you seen my f***? So amazing. These niggas hating, cause I'm so amazing, baby. Amazing, baby, I'm so amazing, so amazing. I'm amazing, baby, I'm so amazing, so amazing. Amazing, baby, I'm so amazing. I do it. Amazing, baby, I'm so amazing. I'm from 10 for G, let's get that established. Been making magic round Big 3 or where it happens. I'm flying so plainly, calling me the captain. Come hit this once you in flight, there ain't no crashing, baby. Amazing when I draw the you race. I'm eating, that's amazing, let me say my grace. If you're looking for me, I be up to 80. I'm chasing pesos, those underlay. My wrist amazing, kicks amazing, swear my bitch amazing. All these black diamonds on me, but they think I'm racist. Hating niggas faking to the 40 grand. they'll stab you in the back like they was Jason. She wanna lick me, so I let her lick me. She black and white, I guess her pops is Mickey. She understand that this is strictly I'm so amazing, so I guess she fell in love with that. Yeah. Have you seen my whip? It's so amazing. My watch, my chain, my kicks is so amazing. Have you seen my? She's so amazing. These niggas hating, cause I'm so amazing, baby. Amazing, baby, I'm so amazing. I'm amazing, baby, I'm so amazing. Amazing, baby, I'm so amazing. Amazing, baby, I'm so amazing.
Big Lil did the track, young, turn it up. I'm Montana for show, for show. Hustle, y'all. Life after. You know what? They do the death dance, I do the life walk. They conversate about nothing, I do the slight talk. Dirt about my lonely, co-defendant just might talk. Wind up on the sidewalk, Trey style, white chalk. I left y'all boys waiting, that's slightly my fault. Perfected my craft, trapped up in a time vault. All types of ups and downs, keep the right calls. The right sauce make me feel spiritual light falls. You hear me clearly? My mic's off, dinner's already served. Pick the right fork. I need my mansion by the water plus the right love, so I'ma hold it. Then I'ma offer it for the right cause. You hear me clearly? My mic's off, dinner's already served. Pick the right fork. I need my mansion by the water plus the right love, so I'ma hold it. Then I'ma off it for the right cause.
Even though them got camera and the Bamas can't stand us, we pump in the draw. This guy finances, taking his chances out here pumping his snow. Even though them got camera and the Bamas can't stand us, we pumping the draw. This guy finances, taking his chances out here pumping the snow.
Platinum and gold finger, son of a soul singer. Your boy gave you up, ain't that's what on my toes stringer? The grass is better on whoever side that road greener. I leave your thumbs up, cause I chopped off your 4 fingers. I'm infected with realness, it's impeccable chillness. Yeah, play this anywhere in the world, homie, I bet they feel this. Yeah, I'm still infected with this pain, they still don't know who Lil is. 8 Mob came through the door with Poe and crushed the building. Man, this is all factuality, fuck your feelings. From the bottom to the top, you can't touch the feeling. Did it before, do it again. Clutch the million, create the music outlet for all my ghetto children. They wrote me off when I was high off the dip, but my aim was to take it about as high as he get. They quickly kick you when you're down, that got me highly upset. When they moved me back from the brink, I said, get back, I'ma get thanks to the
Even though them got camera and the Bamas can't stand us, we pumping the draw. This guy finances, taking his chances out here pumping his snow. Even though them got camera and the Bamas can't stand us, we pumping the draw.
You know,
this guy finances, taking his chances out here pumping the snow.
I got a plan to get 100 grand. Oh no! The block is hot, dog. I'm a wanted man. Oh no! But still I'm out here with my gun in hand. Oh no! A nigga out here on the run again. Oh no! I got a plan to get 100 grand. Oh no! The block is hot, dog. I'm a wanted man. Oh no! But still I'm out here with my gun in hand. Oh no! A nigga out here on the run again. Oh no! This is the.
Even though them got camera and the Bamas can't stand us, we pumping the draw.
Yeah.
This guy finances, taking his chances out here pumping his snow.
Thanks to the draw. Taking the chance, hey kid, open the snow. Drop that.
Okay. Hit like on that, I can see it and I can send you a friend request.
Okay. It's coming from my personal one.
All right, y'all, we're tuned back into the Pandora Word Box Show. All right, so Mr. C. Thompson got to be out of here. You know he's very busy. So, but tell everybody where they can find you and where they can find your book and everything you got going on.
You can find me on Instagram at Mr._C. Thomas. I'm not too much of a Facebook fanatic. I'm straying away from that. So I tend to be on more so Instagram and Twitter.
Okay.
Both Mr._C. Thomas. You can find my book, Bernard's Bedroom, at greatpublishing.com/Bernard's Bedroom, direct link. And it's also in the link. The link to my book is also in my bio for Instagram.
Okay.
Or you can go to any of the Busboys and Poets stores where I am currently housed. And you can also find my book there on the bookshelf.
They sell books of it? I
Yes.
didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were just over there for the,
And
you know, the
that's just
atmosphere
about
of
the
it.
size of it. That's where you can find me. I'm very followable. I'm fun.
Followable, y'all get that.
Yeah, very followable.
Follow me anywhere but to my house.
I'm fun. I post things. I say things. I'm telling you now, my page is not all over the place, but it's very, very random with what I say because I mean what I say and I say what I mean because I said it.
I know that's right.
That's what's up.
So yes, Instagram again is Mr._C. Thomas, and that's also for Twitter. And thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. And how much is your book?
Oh, my book is $15. This is actually my final book that I'm writing.
Oh,
why?
Because I have other things that I want to do. And I'm not saying, let me put it this way, it's not my final piece of work, but it's the final book for now. How about that?
Okay.
He retiring like
he be back like Jay-Z. He be back.
But yes, thank you guys so much.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, mine's a 15 too. So me and him about to do the barter because his 15 he going to pick one and because I need his book. Hold up.
But look, I hope he got some more because I was about to like.
I got a whole case in my car. Oh, him. I'm sorry. I got to steal that because I read that last poem.
Book in that bag.
I need that poem. All
right, y'all. I'm going to break real quick because I need this book.
I know that's what I'm saying. I need that book. I'm got to do the barter system. I don't mind the barter. It works. Go.
It be on my mind like what? You be on my mind like what? Sure about the way, but not about the day. Cause it's just too much I wanna say. Ooh, so I be feeling. Ooh, sometimes I wanna be giving. Take you to the ladies. It might be the greatest. Maybe you can rate it good.
I'm thinking bucket and you think it's romancing. So you can't see the show. I'm thinking bucket and you backstage pass it so it's granted. Cause I know you wanna know.
actually be dope. I might have to, you know what? That might actually be dope.
You might see the show. You might see the show.
But I'm getting ready to go back into publication on this one, so I just dropped out of publication. I need to get back in. You know what? I didn't have this one. That was another one. Yours is Landlord? It is not. That was we were just talking about. It was a specific deletion. Because I knew that was gonna be a thing. It's like, why isn't Landlord in here? Because I didn't put it in there. Because I didn't. But the second book is gonna be called literally the Shit I Missed. And that's the title. That is the title. It's called The Shit I Missed. And it basically stems from, you know, every artist in here with a book, you know, we get on stage. Let me read y'all this poem from my book that you can buy. There are a couple of poems that I'm like, how the hell did that poem not make it to this book? Literally, there's like at least like 5 poems. I'm like, how's that not in here? Like, how did I do that? And then there's some new stuff I wrote.
So lame. Wait, let me explain. They'll cut their own neck to get ahead of the game. They say they bout that money, but they really want that fame. And they make them phone. That's a shame. It's real over here. That's what's in my section.
Kid friendly, you know, family friendly. Like,
disrespected. I just keep it 100. So you right, I keep that fire. Protect. Better put your eyes back on your.
Alright.
And not up on my necklace. Cause if she keep on checking, I'm gon' put her on my checklist. Get up, this piping, have a GPU ripping. Had her giving so much. She gon' need a Cedric. Attention. That's what I'm like be flexing. Attention. Jersey's represent, that ain't no question. Attention. We ain't gotta say a thing. You's a lame and you know it. We ain't gotta say your name. Attention. That's why the girls be checking. Attention. Real ladies represent, I see you sexy. Attention. We ain't gotta say a thing. You's a lame and you know it. We ain't gotta say your name. Oh my gosh, please don't let me start. Only trifling. I'm thinking that they stars. So I see her ride or die, but ain't even got no car. So hungry for attention, if she don't get it, she gon' starve. Let that help her tell her she independent, get her cheddar. Or think everybody's supposed to be scared of her. I hit it like the devil, bro. Attitude is the worst. This need to do better. She change a man like every season, she worse than the weather. Every other day, a brand new picture of her. So it's your real lady, show the how to have some class. Talking loud on the scene, causing scenes and acting bad. These are just some of the things they be doing for that. Attention, that's what I'm like be flexing. Attention, Jersey's represent, that ain't no question. Attention, we ain't gotta say a thing. You's a lame and you know it, we ain't gotta say your name. Attention, that's why the girls be checking. Attention, real ladies represent, I see you sexy. Attention, we ain't gotta say a thing. You's a lame and you know it, we ain't gotta say your name. I salute the real to them fakes. And the world is full of rats, I take my chances with the snakes. Just in all black and in the back is where I stay. I be in the cut, and attention is what I pay. But out here wildin', and these attention kill me. And most of the they doing is lame, and I hope that they hear me. I don't care if you don't like it, it's too many folks that feel me. And I hope you getting offended, but it'll make me hurt your feelings. I'm speaking in general to cadets, I'm the lieutenant. How the can you be a boss when you can't mind your business? But looking for some problems over here and you gon' get it. All because you wantin' some, attention. That's why the lanes be flexing. Attention, Jersey's represent, that ain't no question. Attention, we ain't gotta say a thing. You's a lame and you know it, we ain't gotta say your name. Attention, attention. That's why the girls be checking. Attention. Real ladies represent, I see you sexing. Attention. We ain't gotta say a thing. You so lame and you know it. We ain't gotta say your name.
Yo, Nimrod, John Ray, G7 Dipset, Long Island's finest, Long Island.
Look, I told you to take my oldest one. She got me that way. She got cash app, you gotta do it. I don't have cash app. We took it nice, like down. Oh no, I'm taking that at the door. At the open mic, I'm like, cash app. So we can never let it show.
My girl got a girlfriend, so now that makes two. I used to have a girlfriend, now I have two. Little do they know they best of best friends. Gotta keep it on the road before I lose both of them. Screwed up in other eyes, all I see is haters. Tell your girl to stay close before we go and take it. Let her see my haters, doing time for behavior. Whether make it bigger to these women, I'm a savior. If you get caught, she gon' make you choke. These here stormy waters don't rock the boat. Man, I'm telling you, this is she ain't a joke. If she catches on, she gonna crack you and cut your throat. And that ain't the path I'm trying to take. More or less the amount of drama I could ever face. So do your part and play your position. When you see me speaking, shut up and listen. The way you act,
we make each other. The way our eyes attach, she might discover that we're on the low girl. So we can never let it show. So we can never let it go.
It's like my girl got a girlfriend, and if my girlfriend find out, then I won't have a girlfriend. It's like I'm in the whirlwind, and when my world ends, I leave my heart softer in the shell. And you tell me what you want, love, and when you want love, I beat your backs up to your knees touch, to your toes clutch. Oh Jesus! Leave your body shaking just like a seizure. It's like I'm in two worlds with two girls at the same time, using the same lines. It's time to switch it up. It's game time. I'm a pimp, little mama. I go for mine. I show you what that night like. Put your glass in the air and toast for a better life. I know that sound better, right? I know I look better, right?
When we act, when we around each other, the way our eyes attach, she might discover that we're on the low girl. So we can never let it show. So we can never let it go.
Hey yo dog, I got you if you got my back. In case these women try to react, you know things don't always go to plan. That's why we got a backup plan, understand? I'm a home run hitter, watch me take home base. Case things don't work, I'ma live a clean slate. These women getting thirsty, playing all these mind games. Keep your woman like your number, switch them like an exchange.
Exchange, the X-Man. I kick him out of the car, I'm Luke Kane. I'm a man, I'm a word, I do things. When it come to these broads, I'm first things first, I name me. Freak all these honeys, dummies, playboy bunnies. Those want money, those the ones I like cause they don't get naked by penetrations. Unless it smells like sanitation.
The way our eyes attach, she might discover that we're on the low girl. So we can never let it show. So we can never let it go.
And yeah, so last night she got up, she's like, I bought my own bag after last month's feature. She's like, I felt I needed, finally. She's like, something about looking at this dude. She was like, this is gonna be dope. I need my own bag of chocolate.
I know that's right.
And she did. And she's like, as soon as he started that poem,
I'm like her. I'm like, I gotta get to Baltimore. I'm scared to go to Baltimore by myself because I don't know anybody or anything.
You know
down
me.
there, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to get
I just got my welcome.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm
I
going.
told her I hit the Mark train and get a room. You're like, no,
Yeah, dude,
Listen,
shit, I
would
live
definitely
right
get a room because every time I go down there, I keep telling you I don't like to go to Baltimore without eating. And you know when you eat, you get the
I'm gonna make DC stand up on
I
this
had
one.
the most comfortable couch in Folk County.
I know that's right.
It's OMG, Montana for sure. Yeah, I did the track too. Turn it up.
I'm getting on the list next year. I meant to get on the list this year.
Big Leo did the track, yeah. Turn it up.
These
I
bammers
really don't
flexing
know
with
what
their
happened
pen
this year.
powers. Compare my rap to that butter white sauce. I'm pushing pin powder. A little pink sour. I get the whole world straight. Killer hate, bump the hit loud. Nouns, adverbs, a little play on words. My dream, mama team, I'ma play on hers. I swear when daddy sing, like you forget all cares. My flow out of this world, homie, I'm not all there. One thing I learned about life is it is not all fair. So I can't help it, I perform and they all stare. You won't catch me in the same gear they all wear. I am nothing like these rappers. Now are we all clear? Well, good, understood. This a feel good here. Straight from the hood, put that hood. I'm trying to kick. This for the mansion and the birds. This is 48 bars, broken down in the thirds with 3 hoes.
Sold some CDs and t-shirts and stuff and came back. And then came back and then bust.
I said they playing my music. Well, I walk right in.
What he been doing at work? They got 50 of it and they know.
I don't think I just can't. I know I ain't no hater, but you call up ain't something. I hate the fact that these youngers ain't straight. Disrespectful to authority, seniority, rank. Must want me to have a new court date, but I've been through all of that before, so nah, no thanks. You can't judge me for the same laws that you all break. I mean, I give it all I got, I must be yes, I got the tape. Put you back up on your feet, and it's the thanks I get. Only time you're happy when you got me upset. Guess I ain't done enough yet, cause I ain't tried my best to get you out of that mess. Well, God bless, ain't no detour on my road to success. I'ma make it to heaven in this life and the next. I prayed it, then I made it. Tell me what you expect. Respect is the best of this truth to resurrect.
I will book them. I will bring them in on a month that I can book as much stuff as I can for them to be here. Because I realize
I said they playing my music. Move so straight, so strong. It's my time. Listen, all style, all grace. I just stepped into my world. Welcome to my place. Y'all boys was speeding. Welcome to my place. You chose me, that's why you listening. That shows you got taste. Some nice equipment, homie. You got bass, got saves. The soul and strumming come from 8-track tapes. Don't ask me why I'm making the papers. I paid my dues on the corners, gorillas, lions, apes. And I learned, brothers you don't burn. Always show concern, the truth come, all shades. Sizes and forms, exact opposite of they scorn. I'm built to weather the storm and keep it warm. Now color, keep it going. Another opportunity for flowing. Throw another show on my movement on community growing more than I'm knowing. Something like that, with my mood so straight and my game so strong. It's so right, just can't be so playing my music. Well, I walk right in with the sunlight on, with my mood so straight and my game so strong. I said it's my time, it's been so long. Playing my music. Right in, the sunlight on. Move so straight. Let the beat ride.
If I'm asking you to come on my show, why am I charging?
I'm on turn up for sure.
I made a point to put on my Queen Amina page, free interview. And everyone just this real quick, because just like put me at 1,800 likes on my Queen Amina page. Thank you so much. Milestone. I like this. And
Sam Entertainment. Aces. It goes all crucial elements of success. We rock the best,
I gotta pay the house. I gotta pay the bills. I gotta pay the bills. I know how much this show costs me. I just brought on a house band, which is why you gotta come back up. I got a house band. I got a house band.
In Baltimore. Into that now, you know.
Huh? In Baltimore, my show's got a house band.
I'm coming. Where's your show at in Baltimore?
It is called. You know what? As soon as she comes, because we're gonna come back
Yeah,
online real quick, and I will.
Yes, because I gotta be there. Please. Yes.
that we give you. My next show is Friday, January 5th, right after the new year, Friday, January 5th. And my feature for the evening will be a young man, and I'm not trying to say too much because I'm going to embarrass him on stage when it happens. I've known him for so long. His name is Quentin Randall, Q Randall. He is a blues singer, artist, guitarist, and the man ain't 30. And to say that he's does like real deep, hard blues, and that'll be my feature performance for the night. But come on out. It is a good time. It is definitely, if you need to relax, blow off work like we did last night, come through. For more information, my website is Simply Poetic Entertainment, Simply Poetic Entertainment. I have a good public school education. It is spelled exactly as it sounds.
I love it. All right, so who's going to go first?
I being the only dude in the house, man. I guess
It's only fair, right?
Gentlemen first. Swing your mic around.
Yeah. Brother Rob, the Poet Brown, or Brother Rob, if you don't feel like saying the whole thing. So just go random or just keep.
Yeah.
All right, check it out. I want to do a story, man.
Come on.
Let me tell y'all about a blessing. Not hardly a curse. A little girl born and bred here on the planet Earth. The U.S. has a need for greed. Lord knows they need to stop it. Built on Christian principles, yet practicing the opposite. She comes from a church family. Y'all know the rules. Sunday church, junior usher, junior choir, and Sunday school. So as time went on, girlfriend grew. And she knew there had to be more to life than just church and school. See, when it came to schoolwork, of course, she came correct. She figured her personal life was filled with loneliness and neglect. She couldn't see all the blessings around her here on earth. All she saw was evil and labeled everything a curse. She wanted to leave this world. There was entirely too much sin, so she closed her eyes to let the fantasy begin. An out-of-body experience is what she had, dear friends. Anchored only by the thread that has no end. She grew wings. She took flight, flying through these Earth's atmosphere to the highest height with as little to no sunlight. No wind beneath her wings. She flew as far as she could go, ending up on a spot called Pluto. But Pluto was a little too cold, too far from the sun. She said, this might not be the spot. Let's try another one. She went to Uranus but couldn't find the center. She only saw the sign that read, do not enter. Searching for something on Saturn, she never found it. A very strange place. No wonder they had rings around it. Neptune and Jupiter didn't have what she needed, man. She went to Mars, got so drunk and weeded, she had to leave. Couldn't live that way, and she wasn't too sure about coming back to celebrate a birthday. Venus, the planet of love, of course she went there gladly. Unfortunately, she left a single parent with no baby daddy. Mercury was too hot, just a little too close to the sun. Now she's right back on Earth where she started off from. The way I'm seeing it, y'all, everybody wants something that somebody else got. Is this the definition between the haves and the have-nots? Do material things define what we achieve, or material and spiritual ever interweave? See, these were her questions. She's trying to live realistic, but what she's searching for, brothers and sisters, is not materialistic. She believes totally in the power of the divine and the kingdom of heaven, and what she was trying to find. She couldn't find it in the stars and the clouds, nowhere out there in the galaxy. Then finally, she looked back down into her spirituality. She asked God to shelter her from this evil world of sin. Then the Savior intervened and said, dear child, the kingdom of heaven is within. And that piece is called Searching. Thank you, ma'am. If anybody would like to get at Brother Rob, you can find me on Facebook at Brother Rob Duh, D-A, not the, Brother Rob Duh, Poet Brown. You can cop some of my sounds off of CD Baby and Amazon. I got a song out there entitled So What You Think, Huh? Hoping Pandora will spin that for your family. And you can download some of my stuff on Reverb Nation, Brother Rob the Poet Brown on Reverb Nation. Love ya!
All right, Brother Brown. So, who's next? Who's ready?
I was born ready.
Look, see, that's what I like.
I was born ready. I was just being polite because I know what y'all want to hear, so I'm just going to wait.
Queen Amina's going to take the second.
I'm going to take this second one. Thank you. Happy Monday. Okay, make sure you had to hear me. Okay. So again, this poem is called On God's Wings. I want to say this loud and clear, that I am a proud queen with nothing to fear. Yes, I might have 4 children, however, nothing about them is a sin. I was never I was never a hoe, a slut, nor a whore. And I am very proud of everything that I had to endure. Even though out of wedlock I bear 4 children, they came from my own decision. I could have had an abortion, but what comes from living life comes procreation. I love all my babies all the same, and this is my life. It's not a game. I am strong. I work hard and long to give them everything that I've never had, even if I'm not with any of their dads. They will always know that mommy is always here because of me, the queen. My children have nothing to fear. I am a queen for my small little team. And for them, my light will always beam, and the power in me will always stream through my children because they are the greatest extension. The relationship with their fathers was years, 4 or more. However, no amount of time can stop any person from walking out the front door. But in my mind, I am mature. So I can ensure that my children will have it all. Because as the queen, even alone, I promise you, I'm going to stand tall. For my little team, I'm going to go through any extreme. So never think having children and no man makes you less of a woman. Because honestly, you are God's truly blessed. So know that you are that strong woman. I just had to get this off my chest because no matter what, I am the best, not just for my team, so that they can respectfully have all the sweet dreams. But I need you guys to know that I am a mother, not a slut and not a hoe. And this is for all those men that truly needed to know that my knowledge is my power. And no, boo-boo, you can't climb my tower. So I hope you hear me loud and clear. I'm not your shorty, your boo thing, or your small come here, my dear. I am a strong black mother of 4, and my children can always count on me. In this, they can be sure. Because me as the queen, handling business for my team, I am educated, beautiful, and strong, and if you think otherwise, you're dead wrong. This is I need y'all to know that my poetry books have dropped, and my first novel is out, and I will never stop. And that is why I have started all that I have. And I need y'all to know that I am the queen, no matter who has my back. And that is all. Thank you. Oh, and everybody, you can find me, you can find my publishing company, Show It Well Publications, on Facebook under Show It Well Publications. You can find my poetry page, it's Queen Amina Poetess, Poetess, Queen Amina on Facebook, and Queen Amina S on Instagram. Queen Amina S on Twitter as well.
I ended it because your battery finna die.
Oh no, my battery.
It's okay. It's all right. Go ahead, man.
I go.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Oh, okay. So I want to. Can I curse?
Oh man, I wanted to cuss.
All right, I'm gonna keep it real. This is my signature piece. It's become my signature piece, and it's called "What You Not Gonna Do." What you not gonna do is dictate how I dress, when and with whom to have sex, and then tell me I should bend to the nature of grown men. Blame me for rape, then turn around and say covering up is surviving. Stop excusing the fools that can't keep his penis pinned. Put the animal down before we rise up and do his ass in. I've died 1,000 deaths, hung for someone else's sin. You can't tell me when to die again. It's time for your insecurities to stop raping my confidence. What you not gonna do is say what the hell you want to say, expect me to suck it up and let you borrow my straw to suck the life out of another day, use your misogynistic principle to govern me, lock me in a cage and tell me I'm free, call me pretty and treat me ugly. My nigga, what you not gonna do is keep disrespecting me, calling me out of my name, bad-mouthing my hair because I wear it naturally. Fuck I look like. I'm not your hoe, your bitch, or your baby mama. I gave you life. And what you not gonna do is lean your tired ass against my back, tap me on the shoulder, wanting me to turn over when you ready for me to lay on mine. Attack me because I tell you no in the sheets when I don't owe you acknowledgement in the streets. I'm a black woman. I carry the weight of the world walking on my 2 feet, and you knocking me to my knees puts me in a position to walk you on yours. And what you're not gonna do is bring all that drama to my door, stepping on the jaw I gave when I presented you the space to enter my universe. fed you the main course, a force unfamiliar to children that just leave their toys in the floor to be trampled over. Have you no manners? The hell you mean? Let me learn you how to clean up your act. You can't enter my house like that. And what you're not going to do is make my life the lack you live. Black women have always and will continue to be the trend, and as much as you make us the victim, victorious is how we reign. In all our pain, we say her name, for her work isn't in vain, and your poison doesn't flow through our veins. So, like I said, what you're not going to do is keep walking past the leader of your flock like I, she, the black woman rocks. Pick her up. Nightlife, y'all. You can find me at sweettoothmedia.com. Like Sherry, I grew up with a decent education, and it is spelled just like it sounds. However, on my social media pages, Miss Nightlife, MSNIGHTLYFE. I was asleep that day. And on Instagram, it's Nightlife's Venom _Venom. It's NIGHTLYFES _Venom VENOM. And Twitter, it's just simply Miss Nightlife also.
Okay, so before I continue on with my selection, I need to ask, are we coming around again? All right, cool, bet that I'm gonna hold that one back. Marketing, people, marketing. I see dead people all the time. They're everywhere. Walking around like regular people, but they don't see each other. They only see what they want to see, but they don't know that they are dead. They only see what they want to see, but they don't know that they are dead. Going through life, going through everything, appearing to be human and full of life, they are not really engaged in what is going on around them. No inner being, just walking shadows of their former selves, no inner spirit. The actual will to live has left them. I see dead people. Zombies, caught up in the day-to-day, carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. Atlas would be so proud because they do it with a smile while drowning in self-doubt, asphyxiating on unmet expectations, cutting themselves with blades of self-pity, ingesting poisonous stress, hanging ourselves by hanging on to what is trying to let us go. This is not an AMC episode, and going through life like The Walking Dead was never meant to be living. They only see what they want to see. They don't know that they are dead. No experience is the same when you are numb. Food doesn't taste the same. Hugs do not ease the pain. They only see what they want to see. It's hard to find pleasure in the day-to-day. When we are dead, we self-medicate. Drinking, drugs, food, sex, whatever it takes us to make us feel something, even if it's just sick. Because dead people don't want to feel anything because it just leads to tears. Preferring to live with the negativity, they do not see the blessing that is in breathing, and I wish everyone understood the release that comes when addressed, when written, when spoken. There is freedom. Cease committing suicide by nourishing your inner demons. They feed off of your swallowed tears. And I see this most with poets. Yes, there is crying aloud in spoken word. Please stop apologizing for it. You wrote that for a reason. You don't know else who needs to hear it, so let the words flow. Until you feel the weight is lifted, or until you get to the end of your suffering, help someone else through it. So please keep speaking your truth until it releases you, because I am tired of seeing dead people who do not know that they are dead. And I do not need my sixth sense to recognize them. I used to be one.
Took the wheel.
So she said that, I started thinking about the movie of what she sees dead. She sees dead people. I see dead people.
Okay, you know what? Very few people, when I do that poem, recognize that. That is exactly what. There is some stuff that Bruce Willis says taken out of that opening speech, but that is what the little boy is saying. That is that speech.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go on YouTube. Y'all can YouTube the clip. But yeah, go on YouTube and listen to the clip. He says, I see dead people, and then Bruce Willis responds and says something else. So I've just taken out the Bruce Willis responses and opened up that part of the poem.
I like it.
Because that was the inspiration. That like the inspiration was to talk about depression, but to write it around that movie worked.
All right, so Brother Rob, do you want to play this or do you want to recite something else?
Go ahead and play it because I want folks to hear it. So if they like it, they can go online and purchase it and stuff. I was ready to do another one and stuff because I didn't get a chance to cuss the first time.
If we have time, we'll come back to you and let you curse.
He's like, let me get my curse words out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another thrilling episode of Questionable Society, where we question society. Our first guest is the spoken word artist, poet, known as Brother Rob, the Poet Brown, or Brother Rob if you don't feel like saying the whole thing. Brother Rob, what are your views on the conditions of the black man in America? Well, thanks for having me. And that's a good question, by the way. I think I'm gonna address it a little like this. The black man is reactive, no longer proactive. And when it comes to revolution, we get past it. Give me not the temptation I'm trying to resist. How can we be soldiers of God and won't even make a fist? As day turns to night, night turns to day, and the sun shines slowly but surely fades away. Time is running short for black unity and love. Two things black folks suffer for the lack thereof. Some brothers staying strong in the sight of God. Others choose to call themselves pimps, niggas, and dogs. And who said it was cool to wage war against your brother? So much so you can't stand to be around each other. And if you really think we're free, dear daughters and sons, tell me why we still sing the song, we shall overcome. Each one would teach one if we was on course. But now it's like I got mine, you get yours. So what you think, huh? Well, Brother Rob, I beg to differ with you, but I think the black man in America has done great things since being free from slavery and segregation too. I mean, we even have an African-American president in the White House. Does that mean anything to you? May I answer your question, dear sir? Please do. Righteousness is real and Satan is a liar. Barack Obama was not the prophesied Messiah. When Bush was in office, we all wanted revolution. Obama came, we thought we had the solution. Okay, a black man in the White House, you get a new pot to piss in. How about a window to throw it out? No reparations, no 40 acres, no mule. And you got played like a loyal jackass fool, looking too hard for a savior. The media pumped it up, we ate it up, and then we questioned his behavior. The system's made by design. Since when did any president have our best interests in mind? We too busy popping bottles and trying to twerk. But when the master returns, I hope you catch your heart at work. Cause if you're not doing it well, you snooze, you lose. I'm tired of us being the subject of bad news. And in the word Ice Cube, us will always sing the blues. Cause all we care about is hairstyles and tennis shoes. Marvin Gaye wanted to holler, Brother Rob wanted to yell. Let's read up on Willie Lynch and break the damn spell. So what you think, huh? In your own unique way, you open my eyes to things I've been blinded to. And I understand the caution of questioning a man's step if you haven't walked in his shoes. But Brother Rob, if you would, tell us about some of the experiences you had as a black man living here in America. Well, I've walked through the hood, stepping over broken glass, strolled through the country on fine green grass, drank many drinks, danced at many parties, held several babies once, kissed a dead body, watched the sunrise. What a lovely sight to see, watch the sunset over blood-stained streets, ran from the police, gave to the homeless gladly, watched single mothers working harder than their baby daddies, been disrespected, trying to come correct, drank the wine of racism, ate the bread of hatred, see the dream of a king in operation with push, an election stolen by a son of a bush, a million black men standing as one, no disrespect, poets writing rhymes, till the pen in the pad, sweat, writing, reciting from sunrise to sunset, like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. What you think, huh? Intriguing. What you think, Brother Rob? I'm gonna give you the last word on this interview. Tell me, Brother Rob, is there anything you'd like to share with the present generation, or for that matter, the future generation, in reference to your sojourn as a people living here in America? We're not really free, black family, just cause we got a house, car, and flat screen TV, or move to the suburbs from the ghetto. You only got more debt and a little less soul. Eating at fancy restaurants and whatnot, and now take away the material stuff and tell me what you got. The same level of frustrations you had before when you was lower middle class or straight up poor. If you got material things, it's called a blessing. But when you look down on the poor, you haven't, you learned your lesson. Somebody say, let it be, that was then, this is now. My response is, please man, show me. and the cop that shot Mike got off scot-free. Now instead of slapping the face or kicking the pants, and then they wonder why we still pissed off, man. Working hard to break our next paycheck to paycheck, and all we want is West, relaxation and respect. They call us liquid money, man, cause every time we get paid, slips right through our hands. But I got an idea that I wanna share. I said I'm in the pocket this fiscal year. Start off at Thanksgiving dinner, okay? Stay home with your family, avoid Black Friday. That's right, and all our boycott is what it's called, cause since Black Friday ain't got nothing to do with us. Respect, we want it, justice, they got it. And if they don't share it, keep your money in your pocket. Don't buy another gift, decoration, tree, no light. Shouldn't be too hard, I thought it was about price. Instead of Black Friday, let's have a blackout. Instead of turkey dinner, have a Christmas cookout. Uncle Boogie Jew bugging the boys in the back. 3 grills, a case of what, maybe a dub sack. Might be cold outside, but the bammers be hot. Widescreen for bootleg DVDs and whatnot. Xbox, PlayStation for the kids to play. Cards table set up for biscuits with place. And somebody spin a CD to kill some time. After dinner on the board, it's the Soul Train line. Dash your food down, go and get some dessert. 10 o'clock, get the hell out tomorrow, gotta go to work. The next day at work, I'll be so glad watching my people talk about all the fun times they had, and the economy will be hurt. Commercials to show it's like we're slashing prices, everything must go. And the same stuff is gonna be marked down so swell, making Black Friday look like a damn white sale. This won't bring back no lives, of course, but it'll show that black folk can still move as one force. So what you think, huh? Well, that's all the time we have for you today, Brother Rob. Wish we had more. We'll be right back after station identification with our next guest, Harry Buttwhisker. And my first question is, Harry, how do you walk around with a straight face all day? Be back in 5.
Alright, that was Brother Rob, the poet.
In the house.
Alright, so tell them real quick where they can find your information.
That particular song you can purchase, you can download it off of CD Baby, Amazon, or iTunes. It's called What You Think, Huh? I got some more stuff coming out. I have, I also can be downloaded on Reverb Nation. Just punch in Brother Rob the Poet Brown on Reverb Nation, or Brother Rob the Poet Brown on CD Baby, Amazon, and or iTunes.
Alrighty.
Can I spit again, or we gonna pass it back?
Go ahead.
Okay. I did a little positive story just a minute ago. Now I'm gonna get a little black on you and stuff and whatnot. I'm a curse. We grown, we sexy. And it goes like this, yeah. Captain's log, 7 inches, 9.5 at sunrise. You're about to hear a piece very near and dear to me, and it's entitled Life, 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 Life. Bitch, what the hell was you thinking? How you gonna carry me through all this bullshit, physical and mental, knowing my love has always been unconditional? And don't just sit there smiling, trying to hide the fact that you're scared. I mean, right is right, fair is fair. You know I'm struggling to do right. You were there. I'm trying to come off right and exact. I take a step forward, you knock me 3-4 steps back. I mean, can a brother make a little progress in here for a hot minute? I run into some extra money, you find extra ways to spend my shit. Funky bitch. And just like any other relationship, I took my time with you, gradually moving forward, very seldom looking back. Yeah, I know I haven't always been a good husband. Hell, I've been a questionable father. But you really think I need you to remind me of all that? I've been so stressed out over you, want to grab a fistful of my own hair and rip it out the side of my head. Or maybe even grab a fistful and rip it out the back. I would grab a fistful and rip it out the front, but that sucker started banning ship on me a long time ago, and I bet you had something to do with that. And I'm so glad that everything takes on renewals. Nothing ever stays the same. And if anybody was wondering, yes, this bitch does have a name, and that name is life. Oh, y'all just don't know. That bitch ain't right. Some folks understand where I'm at with this. Then again, I understand a lot of folks may not think like me, but this bitch is a product of misery, and everybody knows misery loves company, because along with that misery, you got envy, jealousy, bitterness, rancor, weeping and gashing of teeth, pain, injustice, lies, and deceit. This bitch ain't just limited to the 4-legged dog, female of the species. She can creep up on your ass like an undetected disease. You could be having a good day at work, everything cool and legit. Here come that new supervisor, old house nigga bitch. Gotta be seen. scene, gotta be putting the foot down, aka snapping the whip, and the only thing you want to do is grab the nearest brick and baptize that ass. Ain't that a bitch? Could be an ugly situation, but it's just a small example of the bitch's manifestation. This bitch is a problem, and just like any other problem, you gotta meet it head on, G. It's that same bitch that makes some cops feel like it's cool to shoot down unarmed brothers on the street like they're hunting down lions on the Serengeti, but that's a whole nother subject entirely. This bitch will make you think the wrong is right, and the right is wrong. Have you listening to the average hip-hop song with little to no lyrical content, and the only thing you can say is, yo, son, that beat was kicking? Have you in the poetry venue running your mouth when you need to be shutting the fuck up and listening? This bitch will make a non-gambler man bet, make a vagina wet, make a penis erect, make a cool brother sweat, make you stand in line for hours spending your last little bit of change on a pair of sneakers talking about, yo, man, you got another cigarette? Bitch is treacherous. You seen what she did to me? Now me, I consider myself a laid-back, mellow type of brother. Very easy to get along with. What I got a hard problem trying to figure out is why this bitch feel like I'm the one to be fucking with. I don't know when it started, but Lord knows I'm glad it stopped. You have no idea how many times I've imagined and busting this bitch in the back of the head with a fucking cinder block. From day-to-day life to the workplace, man, I got stabbed in the back with a knife. Then they ripped it to the left and yanked it to the right and looked at me a few days later smiling like we still all right. My sincerity is real, man. This is what I come with. You hunger, I'll offer you bread. In return, you slide me a bowl of shit. I'm very slow to get angry. Starts off as a small drip. Don't let it turn into a wave, because now the drip is starting to trickle. If life was a man, I'd punch him in the dick. If it was a woman, I'd kick her in the pussy. And the only reason I don't, because I ain't trying to send nobody to the hospital. This piece was written out of anger. You damn right. But then again, y'all, maybe it's me. Maybe I got sucker tattooed across my forehead. Maybe I'm too goddamn nice. Of course, I don't feel this way anymore. Now, let me tell you what made everything switch, what made my mind start to click. I took some good advice from a fellow poet, just me, the artist, and he said, brother, if life is really a bitch, then maybe you need to check your relationship. And I did. And now the life philosophy that rose through my head is every day is a good day, especially when you don't end up dead. That's it. Y'all have a nice one and shit. Brother Rob. Peace, 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 peace.
Damn.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That one is on YouTube and stuff. Brother Rob the Poet Brown on YouTube. Check me out, check me out, check me out.
Yes. That was so funny.
Yes, girl.
That was beyond funny. This is the Queen. I'm gonna do a poem called Queen Hood. You know, since life's a bitch, we gonna make it. We gonna make sure the Queen stand up. Okay. So what I'm asking is for girls, women's, and ladies. I have something to ask you all. Why are some of y'all so damn shady? Is it maybe, just maybe, you're not happy in your own skin, not happy with the you within? Don't know why we really are. It could be that we're dealing with some internal scars. Ladies, we are someone's babies. Someone does care. It might not come from everywhere. However, we are each a mother to this earth. And we are here to teach those babies. That's why we get to know them first. Stop trying to tear each other down. Always walking around with that hateful frown. Always looking like you ready to sound. Ladies, girls, and women, let's stop pretending. Always ready and always defending. Taking care of some broke-ass men. You knew you didn't want them when the relationship began. We are the ones that matter the most. So to each one of you sexy, wonderful queens and women, to you, toast. A standing ovation. You are one in a million. So much we've overcome. So I personally applaud your queendom. So stop hating on the next. Always looking so vexed. We are all unique. At the top of our own peak. We're here for different reasons. We're each a different season. What about the woman walking past? Minding her business. Is that her hair? Is that her ass? Why are you mad? What are you mad about? That she's smart? That her hair is real? That her ass is fat? Come on with that. To those strong women that don't care, to you, I tip my hat. Because the next strong, amazing, lovely, wonderful thing helping you to do all that you can is us women. And that's so true. We are the chosen few. I ask all you girls, ladies, and women, please let's start congratulating in the beginning. Look deep into your soul and know we are all playing an important role. There's no reason for us to be beating each other down, no way at all. Help your fellow woman to stand proud and tall. Let's stop falling for anything. Let's truly understand that us queens, we bring purpose. And hating on each other is so freaking ridiculous. Stop tearing each other down, because when you walk around scouring like that, honestly, women, you look like a clown. Women, I'm asking you. Ladies, I'm telling you. Kids and children alike, I'm begging you. Take your place. Because without us, there would be no one here. No human race. And that's that queenhood.
Amen.
Okay, I was asked to go, and the poem that everybody in this room has been waiting for. I want everybody to remember one thing as I open up this piece. I get paid to write poetry. I do not get paid to sing.
Damn.
However, I'm going to do it right this time.
Okay.
I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening, just like me. I need a roughneck brother. Oh, wait a minute, I done messed this up. I need a roughneck brother that can satisfy me, just for me. If you are that type of man, then I'm that type of girl. I got a freaky secret everybody's saying, 'cause we don't give a damn about a thing. I probably should have told my new landlord I was a freak. I know that there's no place for this information on the application. However, it would give him a chance to warn all of my new neighbors that a woman of a certain age who's reached her sexual peak has taken up residence in the building and will be disturbing the motherfucking peace. Now, I'm not trying to get kicked out on any technicality, so let me go ahead and review the rules of the lease. Utilities are included. Cool, that means nobody's monitoring any extra electricity that we may use, because occasionally we like our foreplay to be a little shocking. Observation of quiet times is mandatory. So we can't do that after 10 p.m. on a weeknight. That's kind of early. But I have a few gags to keep him quieted down, a few silk scarves to keep him tied down, because none of my neighbors really need to know my name. Mr. Landlord, the neighbors said they thought they heard what? Barking and meowing. Maintenance man said he thought he saw what? A whip, a chain, a dog collar, and a muzzle. No, Mr. Landlord, I don't have any pets. My maintenance man just forgot to clean up his mess. I do apologize for any confusion. No, Mr. Landlord, I won't make any holes in the walls or put any permanent installations into the ceiling. However, I cannot guarantee that under the right circumstances that we will not swing. Game night with me and my friends will get real interesting. We will roll the dice, use our dirty minds. Nothing's taboo. I hope now everybody has a clue. Mr. Landlord, you got another phone call? No, sir. I was not rearranging my bedroom furniture first thing this morning. All right. I'll put some more carpet down to keep the thumping down. However, I cannot guarantee that the furniture will stop moving. Oh, all the bowls on the counters? Let's just make sure that all the hardwood floors present are protected. It says make sure that all of the windows are covered. But Mr. Landlord, occasionally we like a spectator and once in a while a cheerleader. All right. I'll keep that under the control for the more vanilla thinker. I will make it look like a Xinjiang class. We will move slow as we go from breath to body extensions, from white dove spreads wings to the golden cock position. I will be more happy to show you how flexible I am and incorporate a few yoga poses. Watch how long I can hold downward facing dog. Now, Mr. Landlord, I know that you've checked my references and you spoke to my previous neighbors, so you can let the ladies in the neighborhood be rest assured I do provide enough of my own entertainment. I may go around the world and my bedroom door may seem to whirl, and I may do it in the backyard. That's outside somewhere.
Careful.
Outside. But I know enough not to play with the ones that live there. That's bad for business. No, Mr. Landlord, I have a legit job. I know how to cover my expenses, and this residence is only made for one. He cannot get comfortable. He must leave his socks on. He's got to go. Now, Now that we've gone ahead and we discussed this lease, I will be more than happy to sign the extension. I will be more than happy to sign here, and you can sign.
Careful.
That's the end of the poem.
Look, I'm hanging on
You have to see me. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna say is y'all got to come out to Her Through the Grapevine and really see me do the full body thing, because yeah, it's.
Right.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I end with one? Yes. I'll end one because I gotta go. I'm sleepy. Okay. What happens when the passion within goes untouched? Does it fizzle away like fire kept in a coal left to consume its own light? Does it seek to impose on desire's will to remain only to implode each other? I'm only asking because my itches need scratching and I want you to do something about it. I have a fire inside of me and it's burning me alive. What I'm saying is, the cat has no more lives left to live. This is supposed to be the last hurrah. I should be coming in the sunset. But somehow we're so far from the ability to satisfy our passion's cries because you're pacifying the tears. Every last one coated in the fears that have become reality, skewed somewhere in the fallacies I once believed. Tell me, when our connection dies because you won't let me live, I wonder will you want me then? Way back when, like you used to did. You're being passive. I'm being quiet. Arguing about the number of times we fuck isn't good for our diet. It's supposed to be what you eat. Makes me shit. Shit. But I don't know you like that. And you won't let me. And you don't love me enough to make love to me. And I don't know you like that. So tell me, should passion aggressively seek its release elsewhere? But listen, here it is again. It seems I'm trying to scare you to crawl inside of me, fall and rise in love with me like you say you are. I'm just trying to do my part, but your stipulations is causing complications in the way I think about things, so I'm trying to get clarity. Tell me, when our connection dies because you won't let me live, I wonder will you want me then, way back when, like you used to did. Way back when, like you used to did. Way back when, like you used to did. Like,
I feel as though I should do an erotic poem. It's because everyone else.
Look, I'm not saying I have the power to turn a room, but it happens everywhere I go.
That's why I was like,
I was trying to be on the powerful excitement. I didn't know I had to lay it down on the pillow. I didn't know.
I have leave, y'all.
Go ahead.
All right. Tell the people where they can find you and everything.
You can again find me. Just go to sweettoothmedia.com. And all of my pages are linked there. But if you just want to do a Google search, Miss Nightlife, MSNIGHTLYFE, you will find everything.
She Googleable.
Googleable. Thank you.
Inbox me your number. I gotta meet up with you.
Yes. Y'all, we over here doing some girlfriend stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all finna see her in all my pictures.
Networking.
She don't know she about to get an interview.
Network.
Okay, so thank you.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you. Your awesomeness.
January 5th.
January 5th. Don't worry, it'll be up soon. I swear. January 5th.
The blues guy.
Yeah.
January 5th. That's right before I go to Korea. I need that because I need that inspiration to go see my husband. Yeah. Okay. This poem that the queen is going to do real quick, I needed to hug her so she could just hug me from the, But anyway, this poem is called The Need. Can you look into my eyes? I'm waiting and willing. Why is that a surprise? I'm on my knees, begging please. I need to feel you deep in my spirit, stroking and squeezing as you see fit. I can take it all you can give. I mean, shit, you gotta eat to live. I want to be full to the top. Right? Working you until your sweat begins to drip, drop. I need to feed this feeling of emptiness. I want to be lost in your kiss. I need to feel your lips headed down towards my hips. I want to feel your fingers. Just pick a hole. I want to make love to your soul. Goosebumps all over my body as you climb on top of me, rubbing me softly, pleasurably, feeling your tongue in between my thighs. With each lick, the more I cry, pulling your head closer into me, squirming in ecstasy. I release all of me, so sweet, so sugary. The sounds of us both moan. The queen sitting on the king's throne. Now I wrap my legs around your waist as you slide in so slow and an intense pace. Going as deep as only you can go, lifting me off the bed, taking back control. I'm no longer misled. Our bodies move to the music of our breath. While I whisper in your ear, I'ma ride your ass to death. I wanna fight. I wanna see who's gonna give in first. Sweating you out, dying of thirst, passionately, choking me, stroking me, forcefully penetrating me. Pure, sweet ecstasy. Calling you daddy, as sexy as I can be. Sucking on your bottom lip while you continuously try to squeeze and work those hips. And that's that piece by the queen called The Need. For all of those missing their husband like me.
What's wrong with being a little nasty?
Not a damn thing.
Because I stay nasty.
I know that's why I'm going to her event in Baltimore. Baby, you told me not to go to Baltimore, but listen, I got a group, a whole grown group. I'm going to Baltimore.
Does Bus Boys do things on Saturdays and stuff?
There are, I'm not too sure, because usually they keep the rooms for other things. Like I said, for Busboys, check the website. Some Saturdays they do. We've just started to get them open up on Friday nights. You know what? Okay. This is a good time to talk about the slam. Friday, December 22nd is the Pajama Jammy Jam Slam at Busboys and Poets Tacoma Park. Busboys and Poets Tacoma Park, the Friday before Christmas.
Wait, what time? Because I'll be just coming back from...
I'm going to give you all the information. Yeah. Check me out, because there's a lot y'all got to know about this slam. It is a poetry slam. It is a competition. So this is not an open mic. This is a competition. It is a 3-round poetry slam. Round 1 is, and it's a themed slam. Round 1 is Cupid Ain't Shit. You're going to come through and give us your best love sucks poem. I'm fucked up. He's so fucked up. We both so fucked up. Why did we do this shit in the first place? Come through. Cupid Ain't Shit. Round 2 is your best love poem. And then the top couple of artists, 2 to 3 artists, go into the erotic round. It is a $100 cash prize to the winner. It is a lot of fun. Clothing is required. Pajamas are optional. Tickets will go on sale the week before the show, so definitely get your tickets. It has sold out every time I have done it. Doors will open at 8:30, which means that's when you will be able to sign up to slam. The show will start at 9. And then it'll be a full act up. It'll be a $5 cover. And again, another night where it is just a lot of fun to come out and hang out. And you're going to have friends and family in town. Y'all going to be looking for something to do on Friday night. Come on out. This is a lot of fun. So it's called the Pajama Jammy Jam Slam. Please find out more information at busboysandpoets.com or simply poeticentertainment.com.
I'm crying. I want to go. I'll be...
It'll be back.
Marines that day.
It'll be back. It'll be back. It'll be back. We are currently working on a date in February. Okay. We also currently working on a plan that it will become a regular, not monthly, but there will be a regular schedule for it. I will say it that way. That will be regularly scheduled. And along with some other things I'm working out. So, because I work.
She work, y'all.
I work.
She get the job done.
She work. That's how it is. Okay.
The only time I really get out to perform is like on weekends. That's why I was asking you, like on Saturdays and stuff. Push come to shove, I will take off just to hit the mic and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I work 3 to 11, like I said. During them times, that's when the poetry scene be jumping during the week. Yeah. It's hard as hell to find an open mic on a Saturday or a Sunday.
I think we've tried, because actually this is another issue with the open mic poetry community in general. It's not that we don't want to do Saturday events. It is difficult for us to find the venues that will open themselves up to hosting a Saturday night, because
'Cause
if
yes.
it's a bar, let's just say most poetry events happen in one of two spaces. They happen in coffee shops or they happen in bars. Saturday nights are just a regular busy night. However, put this on your calendar. Get ready to write this down. I have one for you.
Okay.
Saturday, February. I'm gonna get you the exact date in a minute. I believe it is February 3rd. Saturday, February 3rd. Remember I was talking about earlier about an event that there's one night that it is all love and erotic, which is my night, and the next night is peace, justice, and poetry? This is the event I'm discussing with you. It is called it's called Red Emma's Mother Earth Poetry Vibe. Red Emma's Mother Earth Poetry Vibe. It is hosted by my partner in poetry. His name is Analysis. Doors open at 6. Mic list opens at 6:30. They go until about 9. It is free. It's in a coffee shop that is it's in Baltimore at the corner of North and Maryland. If you go into your Google, into your Facebook search and type in Red Emma's Mother Earth Poetry Vibe, it is the only one you will find. And all the information and all the details are there. And I will find it and definitely get you the details. That is held quarterly on Saturdays.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, but in order to do Saturday venues, we have to find spaces that will open to us and be available for us to be in there to host and do what we do.
Right.
And that's the issue with Saturdays.
Okay.
Because especially for me personally, the number one thing I look for in a space, I need food and drinks.
Exactly. High five.
Like I could do an art gallery, and I do like doing art galleries. But even when I host at an art gallery, who's bringing me food? Who's bringing the drinks? Because I need all that to me creates an atmosphere and a space.
Right.
So again.
I said, I know I go for food and drinks.
Right, like so the space I'm in now for Grapevine is a small coffee shop, black owned, Black Business Matters, and right down near the stadiums. But there's food, and I bring the drinks, so we make it work.
That's what's up. All right, well, I want to thank y'all for coming today.
Thank you.
Thank you
y'all
for
sharing
having
y'all fire words, y'all everything. One last thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Since I call her the Queen of Haku is not here. Shout out to Miss Kim B. Miller.
Hey Kim, miss the show.
Can everybody give me a Haku?
But you think I ain't got one?
I know you got some in the back of the head. You a Haku?
Man, I got too much to say for a Haku, man. I'm sorry.
All right, come on. What
And
is
I
going
think
on
they're
with my
cool,
phone?
don't get me wrong. But I just don't have any, man. I'm not a Haku head and stuff.
Sorry, my phone is doing the absolute most, and I did not intend it to. Okay, so, all right, you know what? I opened my book to one, and go ahead, if you got
All
one
right,
ready.
I'm going to hit you real quick. Love is earned, yearned, learn, be reborn, adorned. Everything about you, true, love from above.
Yesterday we struggled. Today, cherish moments. Tomorrow, destined.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm excited. Let me give you back your pen because I steal pens.
Me too, especially them good balls.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for coming out.
Thank you.
Sherry, I'm gonna get the B1. I'm gonna get there.
Come through. Friday, January 5th comes through. See Quentin Randall, $10 cover. The ticket link to PayPal link will be up, so if you want to PayPal me your $10 before you go Christmas shopping, feel free. And get ready to. Part of what I said last night, because it was funny, because someone was there that knows me in my work life, I'll say it that way. I said, every day this week at work included the sentence, what the fuck or what bullshit is this? Every day this week. Every day this week. Wow. So what is this? So come up first Friday and take that off of your chest so you can start next week better.
Amen. Amen. And for me, this is Queen Amina. My next show on the Queen Speaks Radio. It's going to be on the 8th. It's a Friday. It's actually next Friday. I'm going live. My husband was nice enough to give me permission to let y'all see my flesh. I'm getting a tattoo on my thigh, really close to where y'all shouldn't see. So we're going to try to cover me up surgically, but at the same time, we're going to interview a tattoo artist by the name of Dee in the DMV area. She's awesome. She's really awesome. She freestyle hands draws the tattoo and then does it for you. So she already started. She already did the outline, so she's going to go live with my cover up. That is on the 8th. And then my next show with Ray Manley is on the 14th. He's coming live to the Palace. He will be live again. He's a poet, and he turned into a battle rapper. His name is Ray Manley. So tune into The Queen Speaks Radio. The Queen Has Spoken, my YouTube, and my poetry page, Poetess Queen Amina.
I forgot to mention, along with my many titles and stuff, I also do some acting and stuff, right? I'm going to be in a play, hopefully in February it's going to come out. Along with being a member of Poet, I'm a member of By Any Means Edutainment, headed up by Brother Derek Blackwell, a.k.a. Brother Malcolm. I'm going to turn him on to you because I know he's probably going to want to do something prior to the play. And the play is called Same Goal, Different View, and it's kind of like about a confrontation between the Black Panthers and the Civil Rights Movement. And I play one of the head Black Panthers, so I get to say cracker, hunky, and all kinds of shit and stuff. And it's real fun. We rehearsing tomorrow. And that's the next thing really big that I got coming up. Outside of that, you can give me a friend request on Facebook, Brother Rob the Poet Brown. You can download my music on CD Baby, Amazon, iTunes, Brother Rob the Poet Brown. And you can download Brother Rob the Poet Brown on ReverbNation.com. That's Brother Rob the Poet Brown. Or Brother Rob if you don't feel like saying the whole thing.
Tim Lane slip back, huh?
Nope.
Say
Exactly.
the whole
That's where
thing.
I got that from.
That's where you got it
from? Yeah, because you had to say the whole thing with Pimp Name Slip Back.
No, say the
Whole thing, because it's like one word. A pimp
One
name.
word. Pimp Name slip back.
Like a Tribe
All
Called
right,
Quest.
Yeah, like I said, thank y'all for coming and sharing. All y'all poets out there, make sure y'all go to their sites, get their products, support.
Please do.
Come out, perform. I'm saying it, I'm going to be out there, y'all.
Come out. Maybe if you're not ready to perform, come out and listen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just be a part of the experience. Because like I said earlier, and she's about to close out, a good open mic is the best group sex experience you will ever have.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, we out of here. Thanks for tuning in to the Pandora Word Box Show.
Peace.
Yeah, DC's on Smoke D, featuring W Styles with a Z. Yeah. Gonna bring it to you like this. Everyday news, you know what I'm saying? The best thing in life is life, that's true. So what you gonna do? Just trying to make it and stop faking. I'm about to blow up. Feel real. Lay in the cut. Ice cream truck. That's fine. Not mine. Just cruise. Then lose. I sip booze. No rules. Like fools. Everyday news, yeah.
Black male shot dead in the streets. A black kids without food to eat. A black girl without a baby daddy. Mama crying, she can't hold her grief. No job cause you were refused. Different day, but the same old blues. Can't afford to live how we choose. This ain't nothing but the everyday news.
On YouTube, move you do. Got away clean. GPS you on the scene. And be free. ID. The wild black. For selling pack. You put your hands in the air and still could get shot. And that's a fact. I can't think. So don't blink. But you do. By few. But you snooze. Everyday news.
Black male shot dead in the streets. A black kids without food to eat. A black girl without a baby daddy. Mama crying, she can't hold her grief. No job cause you were refused. Different day, but the same old blues. Can't afford to live how we choose. This ain't nothing but the everyday news.
check, check. Mic, check, check. Turn me up a little bit. I need for him to hit me.
Beats on
202. Come on. Yeah. DC versus everybody. 202. I got a verse for everybody. Let's play a little 2 on 2. Me and don't wear